Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the All Time Tag League. As we are starting the All Time Tag League in this episode, as before we get to that, though, I do have to make a quick little announcement regarding the standings and where everything is right now. As you see, I have all the tag teams up on the screen. As if you remember in the intro, we had beer money there in the premier side in the bottom left hand corner, and the Four Horsemen was kind of where beer money is now. So that was a mix-up, as this is how it's supposed to be. Beer Money is supposed to be in the National League division, and then so is the Four Horsemen, aka Brainbusters. That should be in the Premier League. So that's just going to be a little. Had to quickly announce that real quick, as now we can get that off the screen. And now on to the actual video. So for these videos, the all-time tag league, we're gonna run 8 shows basically. We're gonna run the first 4 weeks of the Premier League, and every episode's going to run 8 shows until we get into the playoffs. So really, we're going to run 4 shows at a time. We'll go, well, not 4 shows at a time, 4 weeks at a time. So because the way the schedule is, as you see here is our first show right here. It's already planned, booked, ready to go. We just got to add who's going to win, who's going to lose, and whatnot to most of these. I think there's some that I've actually picked beforehand, but most of the time we're just going to be booking it on the fly. As the events here you see, as just to remind everybody, as obviously that was a week ago, just to get everybody back up to speed. So it's going to start on this day, obviously, as we're going to have 2 shows, and then another 2 shows, another 2 shows, and then another 2 shows. So Saturday, Sunday is how the schedule goes. And then we're going to stop the video here after the National Week 4 show. And then we'll be right back at it to go for another 4. So it's just, we're going to keep it going until we're at the very, very end. I think we'll obviously take a break before, we'll probably do, once we get to around here, around 28 to 31, obviously it will be the ending there. It's just going to get to the point where we can have the All-Star Showdown. Probably will be the last thing before the playoffs. So, there's not like maybe we'll have that be a separate video though. Who knows? It's we're booking this as we go. This has been a huge project to get together. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and should be at least very entertaining to see who's gonna win this goddamn thing. As the all-time tag league, it's officially a go. And we got some Here Comes the Pain. We're at the Barclays Center for this show, and I assume there's going to be a lot of... So we have a network, too, by the way, so we'll just go ahead and hit that. As there's probably going to be a lot of them. Oh, it's just 4. So Ric Flair is improved the mood of the locker room while setting up a waffle bar and cook for everyone. How nice of him. We have Edge here, who helped create a fun, relaxed atmosphere backstage after finding a discarded karaoke machine and starting an impromptu pre-show competition. Hell yeah. Kevin Steen and Arn Anderson, which Kevin Steen was brought to Wrestler's Court, accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab. Wild that Arn Anderson's the judge. I would have not assumed that, but that is wild. He found him guilty and sends him to buy drinks for everyone after the show. That's a lot of drinks to buy. Dear God. As Stu Hart and Jim Neidhart, as the guys you see that are actually going to be in ring wise, I made them like a cut of the GIF format. And then the backstage guys that are in their regular War of the Immortals picture. So that's just kind of where we're at there. But Stuart is passing on his tips of psychology to his project. Because we got, a lot of, I don't know why I hit that. We have quite a bit of people as far as backstage-wise. We have so many road agents. We have so many. We're just trying to make sure everything can be accounted for. Everything can run very smoothly. So right now I have the show set for 3 hours. I think that's a solid time frame. I think that should be plenty of time. If it's, this is going to be a great first step to see how everything's going to go. If we need to fix anything or whatnot. But as we'll see here. Now we get to have the fun job of decoding all this and figuring out what's going to be the main event. Where's the show going to be? A lot of different things. So the match I see right away. There's a lot of matches that I would love to see. As far as like a main event type level. I would love to see Los Gringos Locos and the Phenomenal Angels. I think that'd be a fun main event. So we're going to add this to the booking sheet right now. As I have it for 17 minutes. We have it as open It's just a slow pace, and we had it set for decisive. We're going to keep it as that. I just want to see how everything kind of sets up as far as time-wise before we pick a winner and loser. The Hardy Boys and Golden Lovers, that sounds like a really good matchup. The New Day and the Briscoe Brothers, that's another good one. British Bulldogs and Red Dragon. There is a lot of different choices we can go with. Arnon Talley against the Machine Guns, American Wolves and the Usos, DIY and the Lucha Brothers. I guess just so many matches to pick from. The London Kendrick and the Bucks would be great. I think that's a fun co-main. We have that to where I think we could have this be a high spots match actually, as we kind of look. As I turned the stats to where it's not scouting, it's just we get to see the actual stats because we're not really in the we're not trying to scout anybody. This is just to showcase who is the very, very best. We might have this be a high spots matchup. I think that's probably for the best. Yeah, we'll have that be high spots. We could make it steal the show. Yeah, let's try to steal the show. So we'll have that be the co-main. As we'll have the Hardy Boys, Golden Lovers. I think that's a really fun match there. This might end up being the high spots matchup, as obviously Bushi's 79, Omega's probably in 82, Matt Hardy's probably low 70s, I'm assuming, yes, 72, and then Jeff's probably 80s. 78, alright, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll have this be the high spots matchup, so just, back to back on that. So now let's see here. I think the Bulldogs and Red Dragon, that could definitely be in this spot. Wolves and Usos, DIY and Lucha Brothers. We'll do the DIY and Lucha Brothers. That's a fun little matchup there. Do we do 2 Steal the Show matches? I don't know how everyone's gonna go. That's the exciting thing about New Save. Just kind of don't know where everybody's ratings are. As you have a kind of an idea in your head, but you don't really know until it happens. We'll have Wolves and the Usos. That's another short little matchup. Keep it there. And then we'll do Bulldogs, Red Dragon. That's another 15-minute matchup. World's Greatest Tag Team with Harsh Foundation. That might actually get bumped up a little higher. Yeah, we have that rating as is. I like that. That's an 18-minute matchup. Let's do. So now I think Harlem Heat, Eliminators could be fun. New Day, and let's go New Day, Briscoe Brothers. Kenta Fuji is going to be interesting because as much as that match is awesome on paper, I'm scared of what name each one. Oh no, he's 25. So we're gonna give this a little bit more time. Maybe not, just because Marufuji's not really over in the U.S. But that's gonna be a fun match. That might get bumped up a little bit. So we're just barely on the cusp of under time there. So we're actually gonna be perfect on time. We'll have Arnon Talley versus the Guns here. Which that's, Arn Anderson. I don't know why I did that. We'll have Boris Malenko. The great Boris Malenko. There's now we're getting to the nitty gritty here. Harlem Heat and Eliminators. That's a solid one. Ringkampf and Edge and Christian. Intriguing. I have a feeling Doyoshi's not going to be over. Axis, same thing. Axis isn't going to be over because it's going to have a show in the U.S. I think Strong, Jack Evans and Roger Strong, Next Generation, taking on Kings of Wrestling. That's an awesome matchup on paper, and I would love to see how this plays out. So that might actually get bumped up. We'll go Ringkampf next, which at 16. As that's kind of a weird time frame. I think I was just kind of nervous on how Edge and Christian are going to do. And that might be a change of time on that one. Axis and Rey Mysterio Jr. and Conan, I think, will be this matchup. That should be pretty fun. And then Doyoshi Latin Exchange, LAX. That's probably going to be the opener. Because I feel like Ginsei, Shinzaki, Hayabusa, they'll probably be over. At least Ginsei Shinzaki is in the U.S. Because, he had the run. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, wow, this has really no things set to it. Well, open, all out. Alright, so let's see. Timing-wise, wow, perfect. We just nailed it. 3 hours, and we really have one match that went over 20. Well, that's right at 20. there's a 19th. There's a lot of 15, 16s, 18. We might make it 3 hours and 30 minutes. That might be the go-to from now on. But now we're just kind of looking. I think this will be the opener. I think we'll have this. I think we'll bump this down as well. Ring Kampf, Edge and Christian. How's Walters popping US? 35s across the board. Timothy Thatcher, I'm assuming, is a little less than that. That's actually a little bit more. So that's solid there. Yeah, I'm pretty content with where everything's at. We actually might bump this up a little bit. More I'm thinking about it, because Jim, I'm afraid what Jim Neidhart to do, but I'm feeling really good about World's Greatest Tag Team. I think they're gonna at least draw. I think Charlie Arce is gonna go high 60s, mid 60s. I think Shelton's gonna go mid to low 70s. Obviously, Brett's gonna do his thing, so that's really, we're just banking on Brett to do really well. So we'll bump that up just a little bit there, a little bit more. We might make this the co-main, actually, as I know I just right there is fine, just before the co-main. So now we get to have the opportunity of now choosing who's going to win this goddamn, who's winning these matches for week 1 of the Premier League. I think we're going to have, man, I think this would be a great opportunity to have Doyoshi get some wins. As they're both obviously, I mean, they're in the tri-state areas, at least 25 across the board there, so at least they're somewhat over. And I think this would be just a great opportunity for them to get a nice win. So we're going to have them win. Masato Yoshino is going to get the win. Santana's furious. I guess we don't really care about keeping him strong, but why not? I mean, might as well try it. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, just might as well. Let's see. So we have Access and Conan, Rey Mysterio Jr. Again, this is going to be an opportunity to have Access get a win, as they're 22 in Tri-State for Go. I'm assuming Nakajima's not going to make... Yeah. I think we're just going to have... I hate to say this, but I think Conan's going to beat Katsuhiko Nakajima. But, poor Access. It's the way she goes on that one. We'll have Conan take the pin, get the win there. This Hayabusa Ginsei Shinzaki revival match, very intriguing. Because obviously this is a dream match that we'll never ever get to see, sadly. But it's intriguing though, because really, if you took, 98 Hayabusa Ginsei Shinzaki against, the mid 2010s into 2020 revival, I think that could be a really banger of a matchup. We just kind of have to, who's gonna win this goddamn thing is the real question. I guess we could let the game decide at the end of the day. Because we're so early on that we can just kind of let that dictate. I'm assuming they'll have it be the revival though, because they're a little bit over. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Because I love Hayabusa Ginsei Shinzaki, but I can't be. I will have. I hate to say it, but I think Scott Dawson's gonna pin Hayabusa after a Shatter Machine. That's tough. Tough. It's Ring Kampf and Edge and Christian. We're going to have Edge and Christian get the win here. And we're going to have Edge pin Timothy Thatcher. It's going to be an intriguing matchup because that's two polar opposite teams. Roderick Strong, Jack Evans, Generation Next taking on Kings of Wrestling here. I think we're going to have Hero get the win here on Claudio, Kings of Wrestling. I think we're going to have Claudio pin Jack. I think that's a fun way of going about that one. The Harlem Heat and the Eliminators. This is a tough one. I just want to see how they are pop-wise. Obviously in the Southeast they're a little higher. Is Harlem Heat. I think Booker's probably going to be a little... Yeah, because, it's Booker fucking T. As then, Cronus. I think we'd have Booker T get the win for Harlem Heat. Beat Cronus. That's a fun dream matchup, though, for WCW, Eliminators, Harlem Heat. As Arnon Talley and the Guns. Whew, that is tough to pick. Obviously, Arnon Talley is going to be a little bit more popular. Probably a lot more popular, maybe, because they actually have some dark greens in places. Yeah, or compared to Shelley and Sabin, not really. But I think it's still going to be a fun matchup. Man, it's stuff, but I think Arn Anderson is going to pin Chris Sabin. I think that's what we're going to go with there. Nice. As now Kenta Fuji and Stanerico, my god. What a tag match this is. I would pay big money to see this. I think we'll have Generico pin Narumichi Fuji. Just to... That should be a banger, though. New Day, Briscoe Brothers. This is another banger. I think we're going to have, actually, the Briscoes get the win here. We're going to have Jay... and then, no, let's go Kofi. Kofi against... Oh, no. There we go. And then we'll have Kofi pinning Mark Briscoe. That's a banger of a match, though. I hope that does well. As now we're at British Bulldogs or Dragon. Hate to say, but I think Red Dragon's gonna take the fall here. Dynamite Kid is going to pin Bobby Fish. That should be another banger. I'm interested to see how Davey Boy Smith does in this. I'm assuming Dynamite's gonna pull high 80s. But it's gonna be interesting. Usos and the American Wolves. I think we're gonna give it to Usos as Jay's gonna pin obviously Davey Richards, like Davey Richards. As gets that one, and now DIY Lucha Brothers. I mean, this is gonna be a tough one to call. It's Phoenix, actually, Tri-State's 32. Assuming Pentagon's gonna be around the same, a little bit higher, a little bit more over. I think we're gonna have Phoenix get the win now, just to give him a little bit of a rub to from Gargano and company and Tommaso Ciampa. And it's I think that's what we're gonna go with. The Phoenix is gonna be Tommaso Ciampa. There we go. So the Lucha Brothers get a big win there on the first night of the Premier League. Hardy Boys, Golden Lovers. Oh boy. So obviously Bushi's gonna be not so. Oh, actually the 44s. I think I said that last time. I was like, yeah, obviously he's not gonna be more popular, but I think we're gonna give it to Hardy Boys though. I think we're gonna have Jeff pin Kota Ibushi. That's why, but it's still early. That's a hell of a match though. World's Greatest Tag Team and the Hart Foundation. Weirdly enough, I kind of want to have Jim Neidhart take the fall, but I think Brett pinning Charlie, or tapping out Charlie Ross probably. I'm assuming he's going to tap him out with a sharpshooter. I think it's the better option there than the Bucks and London and Kendrick. Man, it's a tough one, because this is a hell of a match. This is, if we could get prime London Kendrick against the Bucks, that's an absolute dream match come to life. I want to say they had a PWG match. I could be wrong, though. I know they faced Brian Kendrick and Paul London. They faced Generico in PWG. I'm trying to think if they took on the Bucks, too. They should have. That would have been awesome. And, we're going to have Spanky, actually, get the win over Matt Jackson, just to see how everyone... And this is the great... Oh, he is pissed. Matt Jackson is... Wow, Spanky's pop is not really killing it, but that's... I mean, that's no big deal. No big deal there. As well just keep Matt Jackson strong. Yeah, no big deal. And then Los Gringos Locos, Art Bar, Eddie Guerrero taking on the Phenomenal Angels. Seeing AJ Styles and Eddie Guerrero in the same ring, obviously mind-blowing there. And even Eddie Guerrero and Christopher Daniels, like that'd be a barn burner as well. This is what a main event's all about. At the end of the day, I think we're going to give this a little bit more time, actually. How much, yeah, let's just give them, that should be right there. Alright, yeah, so I'll give them 23 minutes in the main. It's going to be a tough one to call. Hate to say this, but I think I'm going to give it to Los Gringos Locos. I think we're going to have Eddie pin Christopher Daniels. That's a tough one to call, though. That's a flip of the coin there. I'll save it. Look at the booking analysis just to see if we need anything. We need a technical masterclass, looks like. And Mickey J has had too much refereeing. Art Bar is a little bit more. Man, what will be the technical masterclass? We might be in a slight trouble. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this to that, just because I want this to be the technical masterclass. But if it's going to be a technical masterclass, might as well be this. Even though Jim Neidhart, his technical skills are probably in the 20s, 38. The other three will carry it. It should still be okay. And also, yeah, Mickey J. Let's see. So we got, we'll have Nick Patrick. Is that enough? Nope, still slightly too much. See if he's got the next one. Yep, he sure does. Kyo Iwata. Alright, then we got it ready to go. That was pretty fast. That only took probably about 10 minutes, if that. So let's run the show. So 66 for the opener. Yeah, Masato Yoshino and Naruki Doi, Speed Muscle Doyoshi taking on Latin American Exchanges. We're at the Barclays Center, 14,000 strong, as Masato Yoshino gets the win in 13:54. Awesome. 65 for Yoshino, 61 for Santana, 57 for Ortiz, 55 for Naruki Doi. So the right team went over. So we already got that going for us. And we got a strong start. Wow, we keep it going. Rey Mysterio Jr. had a 91. Jesus Christ. I was not ready for that, but Conan and Rey Mysterio Jr., Filthy Animals, get the win over Access in 14 minutes when Conan submitted Nakajima with a Tequila Sunrise, which, yeah, Conan with a 58, Nakajima with a 48. That's tough. Rey Mysterio Jr. with a 91. We might change Nakajima's stats, actually. We might have to bump him up a little bit. I was looking at stats, and they might be a little off. We might have to take a dip and see if we can change that in the editor. But yeah, I mean, force to be reckoned with will be Rey Mysterio Jr. As a 72 for the Revival Hayabusa Ginsei Shinzaki matchup, as Scott Dawson submitting Hayabusa. I guess we didn't give him the Shatter Machine finish for their tag finisher, so we'll have to fix that. But yeah, the Revival right team went over again. We're getting very lucky. They have excellent chemistry and got the tag team specialist bonus, so I think they'll do very well for themselves here in this all-time tag league. Already, with the early 2 points over Hayabusa and Ginsei Shinzaki. It's a 77, yeah. Edge carrying this one as he gets the downward spiral pin on Timothy Thatcher in 1601. As yeah, Edge and Christian, they have excellent chemistry. They have the tag team specialist bonus, so they'll do very well as well. Walter and Timothy Thatcher, 65, 66s. Thought Christian would just barely outperform, and then that was correct. So that was fine. I think Christian's a lot better than 72, but that's just kind of my opinion too. A lot of this is opinion based as well. But yeah, I mean Edge. Figured he'd do very well because this is still kind of like main event era, like Edge is like stats wise, but it is what it is. I think it's still fine. 79 for this next matchup as Roger Strong was off his game, and it didn't really matter as Jack and Roddy, they have the excellent chemistry in the tag team specialist. Claudio and Hero have the tag team specialist bonus. As King's Wrestling get the win as Claudio submits Jack Evans with a Swiss sleeper holding. As we'll probably give him like Swiss death and stuff too. We'll probably change some of his finishes. As Roderick Strong and Jack Evans, solid outing. As Jack actually outperformed Roddy. I did not see that coming. Hero with a 66, Flyer with a 75. We'll take it. As man, still Rey Mysterio Jr. with a 91 is I can't get over that. As 73 for this one. I figured Stevie and John Cronus would be what brings this match down. But still, I think it was a fine match. At 73, we'll gladly take that. Booker T pinning John Cronus with a Harlem Hangover in 12:08. Perry Saturn with a 70, 77 Booker T, 59 for John Cronus, 56 Stevie Ray. Yeah, Stevie Ray's going to get carried a lot by Booker, but it's wild that the Eliminators have excellent chemistry, though. I mean, they were a great team. I was not expecting that going into this. So 82 for the Arnon Talley taking on the Machine Guns matchup. It's actually the Machine Guns. They could have, talked about as far as who they could have actually won this matchup for the Mosu Machine Guns, as they outperformed Tully, but Arn outperformed him as a whole. But Arn gets the pinfall over Chris Sabin with a spike pile driver. Both teams have an excellent chemistry and tag team specialist bonuses. Arn and Ole have a very poor combination, though, so we'll have to get rid of Ole as the manager for Arn, which is no big deal. Well, that's an easy fix. That's an 82, though, so far. I believe the best match we've had. Yeah, you're probably right, Arn. As a 74 for this next tag team matchup, as It's Generico defeating Kenta Fuji, 13:45. El Generico pinning Naomichi Marufuji after a brainbuster. As a 75 for Steen, 68 for Generico, 68 for Kenta as well. Naomichi Marufuji just barely missed out on it with a 62. But I'm not really mad that the match was too short, air quotes, for an important match in the eyes of the audience. But because this was supposed to be a mid-card matchup, no big deal there. So 78. We're just keeping these fucking solid ratings going. Obviously, we kind of saw that coming, but the New Day and the Briscoes battling out 13 minutes when Kofi pins Mark Briscoe after a midnight hour. Yeah, Mark Briscoe seems to be the lesser of the two, which I believe so. I think that's a fair point to say. I think Jay is probably the better of the two Briscoe brothers. Big E with a 71, 69 for Kofi. As I got a 78 as a whole. The Bulldogs taking on Red Dragon. As Dynamite Kid pinning Bobby Fish after a Bulldog super diving headbutt. Wow, I figured Dynamite Kid would be in the 80s. He was not, but Davey and Dynamite in the mid to low 70s already is going to be very, very impressive to see how they go at the end of the stretch. Because so far, they're looking like a team to look out for in the Premier League. Which, you could have saw that coming. They're fucking one of the best tag teams of all time, the British Bulldogs. Oof. This didn't go well, as the American Wolves taking on the Usos, as Jimmy and Jay tap out, as Jay Uso submits Davey Richards. They must not have a tag finish. We'll have to change that as well, as 62 for Jimmy, 58 for Jay, 55s across the board for the American Wolves. That's tough, as Eddie and Davey, they have the great chemistry bonus, great chemistry while going together, and the Usos have the tag team specialist bonus, but wasn't enough, though. It was one of our weakest matches so far. And Jimmy was visually angry after the match, and he was upset that Eddie Edwards almost injured him with a botched move. Great. Already, timbers are flaring as, Jesus Christ, the DIY Lucha Brothers matchup, as the Lucha Brothers defeat DIY in 13:37 when Phoenix pinned Tommaso Ciampa with a La Guerra de la Phoenix, as 70s for the Lucha Brothers, 65 for Johnny Gargano, 62 for Tommaso Ciampa. So the Riot team got the win there. Excellent chemistry bonus, or excellent chemistry rating for Phoenix and Pentagon Jr., and the tag team specialist bonus for them. Lucha Brothers are going to be a problem. As well, yeah, I figured Bret Hart would get 100 in Technical Masterclass. I would have saw that coming, but the Hart Foundation getting the win over the world's greatest tag team in 1828 when Bret Hart submitted Charlie Haas with a sharpshooter. So yeah, if it's Technical Masterclass, it was going to be the rowdy crowd. Had a feeling that would happen, but Bret Hart with 100 as nuts. World's greatest tag team get excellent chemistry, and they get the tag team specialist bonus, and the Hart Foundation just get the great chemistry. But yeah, Bret, shocker there. We at least, I felt like I got it right though. I felt it was like mid-60s Charlie Haas, low 70s Shelton Benjamin, low mid-70s. So yeah, but Jim Neidhart with a 40. Yeah, it's tough. Kind of hoping, I respect and love the Hart Foundation with Jim Neidhart and Bret. But if Jim Neidhart gets hurt and they have Owen and Bret together, it's going to be, what a tag team that will be. As another 72 for this next matchup, as it's the Hardy Boys taking on the Golden Lovers, as the Hardy Boys 13:23 getting the win over the Golden Lovers. Jeff Hardy pinning Kota Ibushi with a Twist of Fate Swanton Bomb combination. So yeah, this would have been probably a lot better, but the match was too short. We might even have to give more time for these shows. I was thinking about adding another 30 minutes. Maybe it's an extra hour. Who knows? But Omega with an 84, 83 for Jeff Hardy, 76 for Matt Hardy, and 70 for Ibushi. So the right guy got the pin on the right guy. So far, I've been guessing fairly right on who should pin who. So at least we haven't had that type of embarrassing affair as of... and then the co-main event, which is a 71... London and Kendrick taking on the Young Bucks, which gets the crowd buzzing, and we have some solid ratings. Not great ratings. As the London and Kendrick team 66-65, the Young Bucks 77-79. So the right team was not to this match, though. The Young Bucks should have definitely won it, but it's fun to have the London and Kendrick pinning the Young Bucks. We have the Young Bucks early on seeing some facing some resistance from the All-Time Tag League as the sliced bread shooting star press combination gets the win for London and Kendrick. And the main event gets an 81 as, oh boy, our bar with a 48. Oof. But Los Gringos Locos get the win as the Phenomenal Angels, over the Phenomenal Angels, at 21-22. Eddie Guerrero pinning Christopher Daniels with a frog splash. Yeah, Eddie, head and shoulders, Art Bar, weak link. But man, Eddie with a 91. Yeah, that Los Gringos Locos Filthy Animals match is probably going to be nuts. So I was already looking forward to seeing that match, but seeing these ratings, it looks like it's going to be quite fucking awesome. As that is the show. We gained a lot of pop. We could have gained even more, but we even had restrictions in some of the areas. Looks like we might upgrade our Oceania viewing. But yeah, that's a whole lot of dark green. Was hoping for a high to mid 80s match, but we got a couple of low ones. And the Arnon Talley Motors and Machine Guns matchup that really impressed me. And even the main event, 81. So yeah, I mean, that was a nice little card as well. You know, put Eddie Guerrero over. We're going to put Brett over. And we're going to put, Rey Mysterio Jr. over. I felt like those three did as far as the best singles-wise. But yeah, Eddie, Brett, Ray. There we go. Perfect. As now, there's going to be some cutting and whatnot to get to each show, just to save time. So now, you'll go to the National League. Week 1 show, the first show for the National League. We'll see how that plays out. If they can top that card we just saw, which, I mean, that roster, I saw a lot of people saying, man, the National League is stacked, and that it is. So, well, they definitely have the skills to do it, and we'll see if they can put it together and have a banger show. Oh, shit, how fun they're running the Nassau Coliseums. That's cool. We're keeping it in New York for this first week of the National League now, as there's already some matches. I'm like, that's gonna be nuts to book. As we did upgrade it to big, everything big, just to see. I think that's gonna be the best way to go on about it. Some backstage incidents, as always. Oh, we got Stu Hart and Kaiji Muto, as Stu Hart was antagonizing Kaiji Muto so that a fight broke out. They had to have a pull apart. What the fuck? God damn it, Stu Hart. Yeah, find him. And now Jericho gets into a heated argument with a fan. We'll just... It had to be restrained before things got physical, though. I kind of want to just have no action, but again, you just kind of slap on the wrist. Just be like, hey. Okay, maybe we should have had a stern warning. As Giant Baba passing on tips on microphone work to his protege, Toshiaki Kawada. Hell yeah. So yeah, that should be pretty solid. Now, to see where we're at here. Obviously, these two matches, alright, I'll say these 3 matches right here. Just depending on Miracle Violence Connection and the Steiners, probably going to be the main event. So we're just going to go ahead and put that on the together. As, yeah, so we're just going to have paste. There we go. As, trying to think. As I'm very nervous about Kobashi and Misawa. Just as far as how they're going to go pop-wise in the U.S. Yeah, it's 23. South, probably 20. Yeah. But, we'll just keep that there. 10 Koji World Class Tag Team. That's probably going to be the opener, to be honest. We'll wait till the very, very end for that one. 2-man power trip of the Rockers. That's kind of fun. We'll throw that on there right now. As we're going to have... we're just going to have this already. Triple H is going to hit the pedigree of Marty Jannetty. For the one. We're not going to have this be Steal the Show, though. That's kind of weird. That's not Steal the Show type of match. As the Rock and Roll Express and the Jarrett Show, that could be a fun one. I already know the finish of how it's going to go. The Rock and Roll Express, I've never taken on somebody the size of, like, Big Show before, and someone that can do the shit that he does. They're trying to do that double team drop kick over and over again. Finally, Big Show, double clothesline. Fucking choke slams them both. Knockout punch, 1, 2, 3. No, probably Robert Gibson. That works. So yeah, we already got some finishes already. That's sometimes you get that. Now that I got the creative juices flowing. Bam Bam and Vader taking on the Dudleys. That's just a fun matchup there. As we're gonna have I don't know who's gonna get the pin, But I know Devon's taking the fall, sadly. Team 3D sadly going to take the fall for this one. As I think we'll have Vader. Just Vader's going to... Vader bomb, 1, 2, 3 type of deal. We might bump that up, actually. We're going to bump this down a little bit. We're going to bump this up. About right there. Yeah. And then we're going to bump this down. Sadly, this is going to have to go a little bit lower on the card. Just because pop-wise. But we already know this will be the Technical Masterclass match. So might as well make that a thing already. As I forgot to change the time. That was the one thing I forgot to do. That I'll probably end up having to do. As it's back to the pre-booking stage. The Funk's in Strong Big Japan. That's just the kind of a fun. Demolition Mega Powers. We'll go ahead and do that. As we'll have Savage dropping an elbow on Axe. For that. The Rock and Sock connection against the APA. I mean, that's just kind of needs to happen higher up on the card. We're going to have Mankind pin Farouk. Or Ron Simmons in this case. I forgot to change him to Ron Simmons. It's no big deal, though, I guess. And so we'll bump that up. Bump that up. Actually, we'll bump that down. There we go. Bump this a little bit more up there. And, yeah, like that. That's solid. A little bit, I was perfect with how we were doing with the Premier League. Now I'm just kind of all over the place. I'm seeing matches. I'm like, oh, that should be here. That should be here. I'm just kind of really second-guessing myself a lot more. Holy Demon Army and the Shield. This would be a lot higher, but I feel like Antonio, not about Antonio Inoki. Forget Akira Taue. Yeah, his pop is in the red. So why not get him some fucking wins? As the Holy Demon Army are going to pin the Shield. Seth Rollins are going to take the fall, bud. He's going to be pissed. We'll keep him strong. But yeah, he's going to be fucking... There's going to be some shilling going on here. To Seth Rollins and probably Roman, too. Yeah, he's furious. Rightfully so. As, boy, oh boy, oh boy. As, my goodness. What will be the next matchup here? Ah, man. Feel like Bob and Inoki against RVD and Sabu. That could be, maybe Brothers of Destruction and, Beer Money Inc. It's probably going to be the next one. As, yeah, what's going to have, The Undertaker, Bobby Roode. There you go. That we might bump this down a little bit more now. I'm thinking about. I'm getting cold feet about that Holy Demon Army match, but because I know the Undertaker's going to pull good ratings. Same thing with we'll just bump that up. I mean, I'm just kind of so much going on. So the next matchup, I think it's going to be. They're going to have Baba and Inoki against RVD and Sabu. Then we'll do the Nightmare Family Road Warriors, and then it's going to be all over the place. So we're going to have Inoki. Inoki's going to beat Sabu. And he'll probably turn into a shoot. That's just how I'm thinking the triple moonsault misses. Inoki just stretches him out. 1, 2, 3. Or not 1, 2, 3, geez. It just stretches him out and taps him out like the fucking octopus stretch or something. Or just even the abdominal stretch, that'd be even more funny. I don't know what his Inoki's finish will be set for the mod. Yeah, we already have the Road Warriors getting the win. We got that going for us. So now we have interesting matches, but because this is going to be in America, where the pop is going to differ for a lot of these tag teams, I kind of have to go here. I feel like this is probably going to be the best one, because at least Carl Anderson's going to have some pop. I think people are going to hate me for this, but I feel like it's going to be tough. This is going to be tough. We're going to have Bobby Eaton pin Carl Anderson. That's a solid matchup. That's an interesting dream match. Or not really dream match. Like, no one's really requesting Bad Intentions taking on the Midnight Express. But that's just like a fun matchup. Now I'm seeing, I was like, that'd actually be a intriguing tag match. Just take Bad Intentions, put it in like the territories of like an NWA, late 80s NWA. Like, it'll probably be a fun tag match. So now we got Hanson Brody Violence Giants, which out of these 4 matches is probably my third favorite match on there. Because Muto and Chono taking on the Outsiders. That's a fucking match. That's NWO Japan versus NWO. Like, that's probably should be higher, and we're probably going to make it higher. Because definitely Muto. I don't even know why I checked his pop rating. He was a fucking NWO champion. That's a little... I feel like that should be just slightly higher, but I get it. We're going to have Scott Hall beat Chono. It's just... I feel like I'm going against what I usually do. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Japanese pro wrestling. I'm just having a lot of Japanese pro wrestling guys taking a lot of big falls here early on out of the gate. But then again, I did say we have Akira Taue pinning fucking Seth Rollins. Not even Kawada having Akira Taue do it. I think that's solid right there. So now... Hanson and Brody, Violence Giants. I think we'll have that be the next matchup, which is going to be a fucking brawl and a half. Stan Hansen for Suwama. It's pretty awesome. Triple Crown Champ. Pretty. That's a fun tag match, obviously. And then we'll have the Funks and Strong Big Japan, where Terry Funk is going to pin Yuji Kobayashi. That's going 20 minutes, and that's getting changed. Just not realized that. And then we have the Tenkoji already beating Jado and Ghetto. Yeah, we gotta cut a lot of time out of that. Yeah, that is not going that long. That's going 12, if that. So I'm gonna make that all out. That's more like it. Trying to see. Let's see booking analysis here. So yeah, Seth Rollins is pissed. We don't have any Steal the Show. That's it. So now we're actually going to pick what should be the Steal the Show. That'd be funny if we end up doing 2-man power trip on the Rockers. So I was like, that ain't it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's have it be Baba Inoki and Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Go out there and Steal the Show, kids. Going out there. As, we could have 1 more minute. We might as well add it to this poor Tenkochi World Class Tag Team with old Jado and Ghetto. There we go. Save it, and away we go. As a 65 for Hiroshi Tenzan, the Tenkoji World Class Tag Team 11-19. Tenkoji getting the win as Kojima pinning Jado of the Tenkoji Cutter. That's a 47. Yeah, just 2 teams that were not over, but at least Tenzan's pulling some solid fucking ratings. Kojima, not so much. Ghetto and Jado, I figured it would not go well. It saddened me when it's probably not gonna end well for Jado and Ghetto. Spoiler alert. If they're seeing those ratings. Now this. Maybe I was right to give this so much time, as Terry Funk and Dory Funk Jr. getting the win as the Funks beating Strong Big Japan 11-42. Terry Funk submitting Yuji Kobayashi with a spinning toe hold. As, Daisuke with a 61, Yuji Kobayashi with a 54. Terry Funk with 82, Dory with a 70. Yeah, I mean, the Funks, they're the greatest tag teams of all time. Legends in just about everyone in the world, in the U.S. and Japan. One of the most decorated tag teams ever. That's fun. That's a good little match. Bouncing back. It's the Hanson and Brody taking on the Violence Giants. Man, can we get a mod where the Violence Giants get represented correctly? Here they're getting just 45s and 49s. That's... just breaks my heart. Breaks my god. They're so much better than 45s, 49s. Everywhere I've booked, I can't get any. We've done Real World, we've done this, we just can't get it. But Hanson and Brody, they get the win as Hanson with the lariat on Suwama in 11:53. We'll see how they do in Japan, though. Maybe they'll do a little bit better. Fingers fucking crossed. Oof, yeah, 62 as we get our first injury as Stan Lane gets a swollen elbow as he got a 39. Dear God, as Carl Anderson with a 62, Bernard with a 58. This should have been way lower. But the Midnight Express, though, they get the win. 13:51 over the Bad Intentions team. Stan Lane, though, swollen elbow, that's tough. Hopefully I'm sure he'll be fine by the next week's show. Yep. Thanks, Inoki. As the Brotherhood taking on the Road Warriors, yeah, this should have been probably a little bit higher on the card. I got a little nervous about it, and I was like, I don't know how Cody's going to do, I don't know how Dustin's going to do. But yeah, I mean, Road Warrior Animal with an 86, that's nuts. As Doomsday Device gets the win in 12:56. Dustin takes the Doomsday Device. Probably should have been Cody, but that's no big deal there. So yeah, there's a whole lot of green for that as Brandy doing her and Cody having chemistry. Dustin and Cody having chemistry. Obviously, the Road Warriors having chemistry. Yeah, obviously, Road Warriors team to look out for in this all-time tag league. As Bob and Inoki taking on RVD and Sabu. As yeah, this is kind of all over the place, and Van Dam outperformed everybody in this goddamn matchup. Actually, RVD and Sabu. Sabu outperforming Antonio Inoki and Giant Baba. Wrong team went over here, as Antonio Inoki with the Manji hold on Sabu in 11:13. Probably the wrong team went over. That's alright, though. Rob Van Dam and Sabu, they'll have a lot more under their belts by the end of this thing. First 2 points for Bob and Inoki there. As a 70 for the Holy Demon Army Shield matchup. As, yeah, Seth Rollins outperformed everybody in the match. Taylor with a 58. Kawada with a 65. That's tough. poor Seth Rollins. The Crossface Chicken Wing gets the win in 15:50. Solid match, though. I mean, for Taylor being in the red for Pop, like, he did great. Great. It's 77 for this, as the Outsiders taking on Masahiro Chono and Kaiji Muto. As yeah, Chono, obviously this is like broken neck Chono, and you know his injuries and his in-ring performance is not there. Plus the pop's not there either, so that definitely hurt. But yeah, Kaiji Muto outperforming everybody in the match. I like it. But yeah, Scott Hall, he was off his game, so he probably would have outperformed him. But yeah, that's a good little match. Outsider's Edge for Scott Hall in 15:57. That logo has those Outsiders logos suck. But the next matchup, we have the Malenko and Chris Benoit taking on Kenta Kobashi in Mitsuya Misawa. Wish this was in Japan, but that's alright. As Malenko and Chris Benoit, at least they were the right team that gets the win there. Malenko with an 83, Benoit with 72. As yeah, I think this was based on Technical Masterclass if I remember correctly. As yeah, it just wasn't the right place either, so it probably would have been a little bit better. But Crippler Crossface getting the win in 23:18 over Kenta Kobashi. Dave Malenko was head and shoulders above everyone else. At 71 for the Mega Powers Demolition matchup, as Hogan and Savage getting the win as Randy pinning Demolition X after a flying elbow drop. Demolition not doing well in the performance ratings. That's tough, because they really are, as far as like great tag teams all the time, they definitely are in the consideration. Just this mod not doing them any favors. You could say 71. Next matchup, Brothers of Destruction, Beer Money Inc. Brothers of Destruction getting their first 2 points as double choke slam on Bobby Roode for the 1-2-3 and 13:03. Taker with an 80, 76 for Kane. Bobby Roode and James Storm, 68-55 James Storm. So James Storm probably should have took the pin there. No big deal, though. It's 79 for and we got a concussion for Steve Austin. It's the 2-man power trips Rockers. Yeah, I mean, we figured Marty Jannetty would be the weak link as he takes the pedigree in 12:40. Shawn Michaels even off his game, and he outperformed Triple H there. Fucking Austin with a concussion, that's tough. But 97, though, for Steve Austin. I mean, probably rightfully deserved. He's one of the greatest ever. Obviously, yeah, we got a steal. As a 69 for this match. Yeah, the Rock and Roll Express not getting any love either. Tough. Jericho getting the win at 11:56 when Big Show pins Robert Gibson after the code breaker into the knockout punch. Yeah, they trying to do that double drop kick on Show. They do it like 3 times. Double clothesline. Fucking tags in, or not even tags in. Jericho comes in. Code breaker on Robert Gibson into the knockout punch. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, Jericho, though, great little team, though, already, obviously, 74-76. They'll be a force to be reckoned with, for sure. So, yeah, Rock and Sock Connection taking on the APA. What a tag team. Obviously, the Rock and Sock Connection are, stats-wise, as 89-91. Ron Simmons a 58, though. That's tough. But Mankind getting the win with the Mandible Claw in 13:26. Juan Simmons being the weak link. Get a 74, though. We'll take a handful of changes. Oh, yeah, I think... Bradshaw was his rich snob like a JBL character. We gotta change that. Now Ballroom Brawler. It was rated 4, that's alright. So, oof, yeah, there was just National League not really living up to the expectations so far. Bam Bam and Vader beating the Dudley Boys. And 13-26 when Vader pinned Devon with a moonsault. Vader outperformed everyone, so at least the right guy, again, right guy getting the pin, right guy taking the fall. Bam Bam with a 76. Dudley Boys did not. Yeah, two crazy matches in quick succession does not work. That they need staggering. Need to catch their breath. Devon was angry after the match as was upset that Vader almost injured him with a botch move. As we got our main event, it gets a 74. Scott Steiner submitting Derek Gore to the Steiner recliner. The Steiners and the Miracle Violence Connection. What a fucking tag match this is. Rick Steiner with a 63. Scotty with a 77. Terry Gore with a 70. Steve Williams with a 65. Yeah, I mean, it's a barn burner. But weirdly enough, not a single match hit even the 80 mark. The Outsiders and... Oh, actually, no. Yeah, they did. I'm a fucking idiot. It's Road Warriors of Brotherhood at an 82. Baba Inoki and RVD and Sabu, that also had an 81. So, yeah, just the wrong match was in the main. But it was the match I was most looking forward to seeing. I gotta check my ego at the door. Definitely have, the probably one of the greatest tag teams. I mean, they were two of the best. I feel like I still made the right decision, but maybe not the Bam Bam Vader Dudley Boys. We could have bumped it down a little bit, put the Road Warriors and the fucking the Nightmare Family, the Brotherhood, Dustin and Cody taking on Road Warriors. I mean, just to see the Road Warriors, the attraction. Kind of wild. I got 78 in hindsight. How much I was like, this probably it's not gonna go well thanks to Strong Bike Japan, but Funks did their thing. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of things we can build up on it. And we'll put over Austin. We don't need to put over Triple H. We'll put over Michaels though, and we'll put over Seth just to kind of ease it a little bit, and then we'll obviously pay him off. So 1 week down, and on to the next week, as it is now to see if the teams that got their first wins can carry that momentum, or if finally the teams that missed out on that first show, they'll get their first points and wins of the season, if you will, as we'll see you guys for week 2 of the Premier League. I tell you where we will not be at is at the Nassau Coliseum. We'll give the tri-state area a bit of a break. As that will use, there we go. Oh, we have no backstage instance for the first time. That's fun. As I'm seeing the card already, and I'm like, there's a lot of great stuff there. So first of all, we got to see where we're gonna book this thing at. So we can go all the way across the country. We can go to the, work maybe at the Staples Center. That could be fun. See how many we can fit in that sumbitch. As should be around 14,000. Staples Center probably fits about 20,000 if I had to assume. Yep. So near sellout. We could go a little smaller, I guess. As yeah, let's go to the Great Lakes. Let's just keep it going from the Tri-State onwards. As we can go to the Joe Louis Arena, or the Allstate Arena. That could be fun. As I was about to say, that used to be the Rosemont Horizon. There's 17,000. That could definitely be a solid choice. So we'll take a look at the Joe Louis Arena. Yeah, that fits 21,000. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go to the Allstate Arena. Select the venue for that. Alright. Just keeping it in the U.S. Keeping it with the Great Lakes. We're going to the Great Lakes, rather. So, automatically, I saw... Let's see. Where it was... Lucha Brothers and the Phenomenal Angels. Yeah. That's definitely going to be a barn burner. For sure. We have it as a high spots matchup. We could honestly change that and have it just be a regular old match. No high spots, nothing like that. But I think we're just going to leave it as is for now. We're going to have AJ get the win now. We're going to have AJ Styles get the win. He's going to pin Pentagon Jr., but, I mean, AJ Styles and Phoenix being in the same ring. AJ Styles and Pentagon Jr. in the same ring. Sign me up. I need that in my life. I'm trying to think. I mean, Golden Lovers and the Motion Machine Guns could definitely be a great one. Bulldogs and London Kendrick could be fun. I think we're going to have this. Have it be this for now. Golden Lovers and the Guns. So the Golden Lovers kind of need a win. Machine Guns kind of need to win as well. I think we're going to have Omega. Been saving, though. Let's give him some time. Let's give him 20. 20 minutes. Give him the time for it. As, trying to think. Actually, might be the main. Golden Lovers and the Guns. We'll bump that up. Just for the time being. Already changing things. As Snarka and the Wolves, we can just have Snarka with an easy win. Let's go ahead and add it to the card while I'm thinking about it. Not really easy win, but a win nonetheless. Kevin Steen Davey, obviously. As they have their history. That was an actual Ring of Honor tag match. There we go. As Briscoe Brothers DIY could be fun. Hardy Boys and the Hart Foundation. I like that. Let's give that some time. Yeah, 18 minutes. I like it. Brett's going to get the win now. Brett over Matt. Our Foundation making it 2 in a row. Usos Edge of Christian would be interesting, but I'm scared what the Usos as far as ratings-wise are going to do. Let's add that London and Kendrick Bulldogs matchup. Yeah, so we'll have Davey get the win this time. Davey over London. Still a good match, though. Good match in its own right. As Doyoshi and Strong Evans would be fun. Generation Next. And Speed Muscle. Definitely a banger of a contest. I think 30s. And then probably 30, 25. And 220s as well. So, I mean, they're getting better. Let's keep it going. Masato Yoshino getting the win over Gen Next. As this time, Yoshino over Roddy Strong. He was a little bit upset. We'll keep it that. No big deal. We can sway him. As yeah, we paid off Seth Rollins $100,000. No problem. Just a drop in the bucket. I really feel like we need to have this match right here. Conan and Rey Mysterio Jr. Just because Rey Mysterio Jr. and Hayabusa in the same ring. I need to see it. Rey Mysterio Jr. is going to get the win. Actually, no, he's not. It's not happening. Because we're going to have Hayabusa get that win back over, he's going to be Conan. Yeah, I feel like that's the right decision there. Conan can't be the road agent. Why do I do that every time? I wonder. Goy Guerrero. He is pissed, is Conan. Spot's probably really high. Yeah. It's not really on the Great Lakes, only 54. Hayabusa's probably like in the 20s. Yeah, 25. Fuck it. I mean, we'll keep we'll keep him strong just to keep him strong, just so it's not to the point where he wants to quit, but definitely heated. Harlem Beaten Kings of Wrestling would be a very good matchup. So we'll add that on here. Chris Hero going to bin Stevie Ray. There we go. As Red Dragon, Latin American Exchange. That could definitely be on here. I think that's going to be a fun matchup. Both teams could really use a win. We're going to give it to LAX, though. So we're going to give it to Ortiz. There. Eliminators New Day. Yeah, give it to him. We'll give Big E the win over Cronus. Eliminators 0 for 2. New Day, I think 2-0 already. There's a lot of teams. Definitely, it's gonna be. I already have an idea how I'm gonna keep track of everything. Before next episode, you'll see that we'll do like a standings preview of everything, just to kind of keep everybody up to date what's going on. As Arnon Talley and Access, that sounds very intriguing and good. I did not change Nakajima's stats. I didn't even look it up to see if he needed his stats changed to his real world counterpart, because I felt like I did to everybody. Maybe I didn't do it for Nakajima though. Maybe I missed out on him, but nonetheless, Arn Anderson is going to pin, not himself, Nakajima. 0 for 2 star for Access. Horseman, though, 2-0. As, man, Los Gringos Locos and Ring Comp. Let's do it, but Ring Comp's going to get the win. Voltaire is going to pin Art Bar. Sorry about your luck, Los Gringos Locos. Briscoes and DIY, that probably should have been a lot higher on the list. Same thing with the Kenta Fuji match and DIY. But we're going to give Gargano the win over Mark Briscoe. Briscoe Brothers 0 for 2. Starting out. Stuff. And then Revival, Kenta Fuji. We're going to give Kenta the win over Dash Wilder. Perfect. He's pissed. He's pissed. That's alright, though. There'll be a lot of people pissed. Dash Wilder, keep him strong. Not that we need to. Oh, they actually saved us. And the Usos, Edge and Christian. Let's, this could be the time where we give Usos a win. And much needed jolt over Christian. But they already have a win, so I don't think it's really necessary. I don't know why I was going to try to already book the match. There we go. And then World's Greatest Tag Team and the Young Bucks, which is going to be way the fuck up there. What a match this is. Let's give this some time. Like 21 minutes. Maybe too much time. As, yeah, that's a banger. Wow, why didn't I guess because I just saw the, and I was like, ah, yeah, this is going to go way the fuck up here. Probably right there. This could honestly be the main. Let's make it the main. Yeah. Let's make it the main. And let's switch. Nope. That ain't it. Somehow I've forgotten how that works. The Hard Foundation. There we go. We can just do this. Yeah. Think we're good. We didn't, kind of wild that's there. Am I forgetting a match? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I forgot to add a winner to this match. So both teams going over so far, going into week 2. But I think we're gonna give it to the Young Bucks as Nick Jackson. That's a hell of a match though. So now we're gonna cut some time. What to cut is the question. Man. Man, oh man. Let's bump this down to 16. So now we need to cut like 4 minutes off. Briscoe Brothers DIY. 12. And then Eliminators New Day will also bump down. Yeah, that should definitely be bumped down to like 11. Yeah. And then now we're going to add that time back to this match. We're just going to give it one more. And we're going to give one more to this main event. Giving it an even 22. Assuming Mickey J. Oh, no steal to show, no technical masterclass, and Stu Hart's overbooked. Alright. So Stu is overbooked. Let's see. Alright. Let's give it to Arn. See if it fixed it. Nope. Still slightly too much. Let's see. Yep. Let's give that to Gory, just because that's, it's his son's fucking match. That did it. Alright, so now, steal the show, technical masterclass. Feel like it's a safe bet to, man. Do we just have it be the butt? I feel like it's a terrible idea. Just because they're, that's 68, and it'd just be better if we just didn't touch that at all. Man, oh man. I kind of want to give this it. Just because it's a match that don't really need. Everybody can really work that technical style. Maybe not Talley. No, yeah, so everybody, maybe Arn can't? Why do I? Yeah, Arn definitely can. He's Arn Anderson, jeez. Let's just give it 18. So I'll have to cut some more time off something. Now, and again, I forgot to add more time to this anyways. Definitely need to. I need to, just, that's the main goal. The main goal to look forward and to cut. We might cut down this, actually. Give it 12. And we'll give this a little less time as well. Give that 12. He's still unhappy about it. And then cut one off this match. Perfect. Oh, and then Steal the Show. That's... So it's got to be something after this. Let's just have it be this. London... yeah, we'll have it be this. Oh, yeah. Alright. Week 2 has been booked, and it gets an 80 right out of the rip. Alright, so there's the Usos coming together slightly. There's some low 60s, but Edge and Christian just running through it. The stack superplex gets the win in 12-14 for Edge and Christian. This Christian beating Jey Uso there. Just wild how it was so weird. Edge and Christian at first, when I was like in this Premier League, I was like, man, they'll probably do all right, but somehow I didn't see them in the top picture of the Premier League. They definitely are one of the best Premier Tag Leagues that we have. So I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Revival and Kenta Fuji. Kenta pinning Dash Wild after a go to sleep. Kenta outperformed everybody. Probably should have beat Scott Dawson, but that's not a huge deal. That gets a 71. Probably should have been the opener too. This match, DIY Briscoe Brothers. Briscoes falling below the 60 mark as DIY getting the win. As Johnny Gargano pinning Mark Briscoe after full Nelson Slam. That's odd. They have the meet in the middle as their tag finisher. I guess sometimes they're not just hitting their tag finish. That's weird. 79 for this matchup as Los Gringos Locals losing to Ring Comp, though, as even though Eddie Guerrero tried his damnedest, Art Barr just doesn't have it, as Walter pinning Art Barr with a powerbomb in 12:40. Falter 67, 63, Timothy Thatcher. Eddie with an 88 and Art Barr with a 47. He was off his game too. Tough. I got a 79 though, as a 70 for the Arnon Talley Access Technical Masterclass matchup. We just needed to go there, but Arn Anderson with the 89 on the Technical Masterclass is a great sign. That's probably what we're going to do for when we do Arn and Talley taking on the Hart Foundation, which, what a match that will be. As Arn Anderson, and getting the pin for the Arn and Talley team with a spike pile driver on Katsuhiko Nakajima. Point fucking Access. Hopefully we'll get some Japanese shows for him. As the Eliminators taking on New Day, as New Day getting the win in 11:09. Big E pinning John Gross with a midnight hour. Saturn with an 80, with a 71. Big E with a 71. 69 for Kofi. John Gross 61. So yeah, Eliminators are kind of finding their way. Cronus, as it should be. Saturn was the better of the two. That's nice to see Perry doing well though with a 71. That made me happy. It's a 68 for this one. We have a blown eardrum for Red Dragon here as Bobby Fish. As Ortiz submitting Kyle O'Reilly, they must not have their tag finishers set, or any finishers. Santana and Ortiz will have to change that. 58's for them, so yeah, wrong team went over. Happens. Happens, but LAX gets their first win. Blown eardrum. And it was, thanks to Santana. Great job there. 75 for this match. Yeah, I mean, Booker. This would be a great matchup. Poor Stevie Ray, though, just out of his element. But yeah, Booker T and Claudio, sign me the fuck up. As Chris Hero pinning Stevie Ray with a Hero's Welcome. 13-19 Kings Wrestling in the win over Harlem Heat. As what a fun tag match that would be. 68 for this next matchup is, this shit the bed. Everybody but Rey Mysterio Jr. No 91 for him, as an 83 here, as Conan and Rey Mysterio Jr. taking the fall as Hayabusa pinning Conan after a Phoenix Splash. So everybody, not a lot of good stuff there. That should have definitely been probably the opener. This should have been the opener, Jesus Christ, as Doyoshi taking on Strong, Jack Evans and Roderick Strong as Generation Next Speed Muscle, as Masato Yoshino submitting Roderick Strong, as 62s for Generation Next, 68 for Masato Yoshino, as 57 for Naruki Doi. Yeah, I mean, Generation Next, they're going to be a problem for sure. We're still in the very early stages of this all-time tag league, but 62s for both guys, I mean, they're going to be a problem if they can keep it going into the 70s and mid-70s. By the end of it, 76, so we got a sprained ankle for London and Kendrick. The Bulldogs getting the win in 12:42. Davey pinning Paulin with the Bulldogs. Super diving headbutt. Obviously, Dynamite's doing the headbutt, and then Davey's just pinning him. But the Dynamite Kid with an 83, 77 for Davey Boy, 75 for Brian Kendrick, and 71 for Paul London. So there's London Kendrick doing the ratings I hoped they would have done. He stole the show. I mean, kinda. There was a couple of matches that did just a little bit better than them, but they still did a banger matchup, if I say so myself. And the 68 here, yeah, American Wolves just, they don't have it. It ain't it, Chief. Kevin Steen with the 73. El Generico with the 69, as American Wolves taking the fall there, as Kevin Steen with the package pile driver. Yeah, well, anytime the Wolves are in a match, just put them in the undercard. Oh, there we go. There's a good fucking rating, as we get the Hart Foundation taking on the Hardy Boys, as Bret Hart submitting Matt Hardy the sharpshooter. Yeah, 99 for Bret Hart, 62 for Jim Neidhart. So again, we could have went with the Hardy Boys pinning Neidhart, but we're having Bret get a win with the sharpshooter. As the Hardy Boys, I mean, 84 for Jeff, 79 for Matt. That's some great ratings there. Bret's just carrying the Hart Foundation on his fucking back of that 85. We have the Phenomenal Angels Lucha Brothers matchup, which 1409 AJ pinning Pentagon Jr. with the Styles Clash. Probably shouldn't have made a high spots matchup. Probably should just had it been a regular match, and it would have been a little bit better. But AJ pinning Pentagon Jr., at least the best guy beating the worst guy, so at least we have that going for us in this matchup. But again, 76, we'll gladly take it. It's a good match. Kind of crazy how we're just kind of numb to the 76 now. We're just kind of numb to the mid-70s. We're only going to pop when it's into the 80s. As hey, there we go. Speaking of in the 80s, there's an 82 for the Golden Lovers Motor City Machine Guns matchup, which Kenny Omega pinning Sabin with after a golden shower. That is wording there, phrasing, as what a ill-timed finish that is when it's put in perspective like that. But what a better way. I mean, 1936 for the main. I don't think it's not the main. I'm an idiot. The co-main. As Omega though with an 81, Bushi with a 67 though. See, got outperformed by the Guns, but still great match. Premier League killing it. As oof. That's tough. I figured it would be a little bit better. It was not. Charlie Haas shitting the bed on that one. But the Bucks get to win the main event. As again, Bucks didn't do the Meltzer drive or anything like that. Oh, we made it go all out. I didn't change. That was my bad. Yeah, it would have been a little bit better. But we'll take it though. At least we get that going for us. We don't lose any pop. The Young Bucks, they get their first win. Hart Foundation and the Hardy Boys, now the best match we've seen so far. Ring count from Los Gringos Locos, thanks to Eddie. Making that a 79. That 82 fucking Golden Lovers, Motor City Machine Guns matchup. And the opener being an 80, which Edge and Christian, the Usos. We're going to get our card together right now. That was just a mistimed card. We'll get it together, though. So we're going to give some love to Kenny Omega, though. We're going to have some love to Jeff Hardy. And we're just spreading the wealth there. We're going to get some love to Edge. We're just going to try to give everybody happy and everybody morality-wise in their happy feels. So now on to week 2 of the National League. Let's see if the National League, if they can get it together and pull out a solid rating and maybe even go to Japan. Who knows? We'll see. I think that might be their calling, being having a lot of shows in Japan. Just the way that league is set up. There's a lot of great Japanese teams. They just got to work in Japan, though, to get there. So, we'll get you guys there. We're now working at Nassau Coliseum. There we go. So we're gonna. Oh yeah, so Stan Lane, he's his swollen elbow. He's gonna be out for I think 2 weeks. Might just be 1. Let's just look at it real quick. Yeah. So he's not gonna be able to work for this show, but that's all right. We'll have. Maybe they'll even be the better team. The other Midnight Express will be using Dennis Condrey. So that's just a little quick fix. We'll just go ahead and add that show. Or add that match to the show. So we'll change that. Midnight Express. Bobby Heenan, Kiritawa. No. There we go. As, we'll have Big Show get the win. Oh, yeah, I think he pinned... Yeah, I got the pin last time up, Jericho. Jericho's gonna pin his country. Though, Chris Jericho and Bobby Eaton in the same ring. Sign me up. Sign me up. And we'll just delete that. Oh, we can't do it. Alright, so it's just gonna be there. Oh, let's take a nice... Alright, so Dudley's and Bob and Inoki. Mega Powers Rock and Sock Connection. That is the main event right there. Jesus Christ. Wow. Well, I think it's only right that we have Rock beat Hogan. I think it's only right. Yeah. I think it's only right. We might give that a little bit more time. As I did, you see, we changed the lengths of the show. So now everything's now a 4-hour show. But yeah, that's definitely the main event. This is probably going to be the... This is the opener, though. World Class Tag Team with Bad Intentions. Steiners, Bam Bam, and Vader. Yeah. This is going to be fucking awesome. Should we have it be a brawl? Is the question. Looks like Rick can't. So what we're going to do is Bam Bam and Vader are going to beat the Steiners. Bam Bam, this time, is going to pin Steiner right there. As, trying to think what else. Outsiders and the Funks. That's a odd pairing there. We're going to give this a little bit more time, though. Give it 18. As, it's going to have Terry Funk. Be Kevin Nash. Fuck the Outsiders. Forever. As, and we're not even keep him strong. They'll try. Well, he's probably not going to be down for it, but that's... Oh. That was easy enough. Trying to think, well, as far as... Obviously, we got to bump that way the fuck down. Make sure we're going to bump that up. Yeah. I like it. I feel like we need to give that a little bit more time. Give it 21 minutes. Hogan working the long one. As trying to... we might just keep this in the tri-state area. I know it's kind of funny that I said, we're not gonna... might work New Jersey or somewhere. I mean, we could realistically work the Garden. Could do it. Let's see. Trying to... feel like it fits around 20,000, yeah. Yep. Could have a near sellout, but I feel like it's got to be somewhere big. I mean, that's a big ass main event. If I get Mega Powers, Rocket Sock Connection, got Hogan and honestly, Hogan in the ring with Mankind. That's like Mick just selling for him and just taking all these crazy bumps for him would be just entertaining as hell. We might go to the West Coast. We might do that. We might actually run the Staples Center. Or the Cow Palace. Let's see how many... Yeah, we could sell at the Cow Palace. That'd be fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, Cow Palace. Alright. As, let's go back to booking this sumbitch. Alright, APA and Hanson Brody. Yeah, that's... Inject that into my fucking veins, why don't ya? As Bruiser Brody, poor Ron Simmons. I can't believe he just... I feel like the stats are there. Yeah, I feel like they're there. Ron Simmons is awesome, though. There we go. Bruiser Brody. We'll bump that. Actually, we're going to put it right there. Just because Ron, I just don't trust his stats compared to the rest of these teams I've seen up here. We might give this actually more time as well. Because we got the time for it. Let's give him 20. And just to fuck with, yeah, just to fuck with the timing and make everything a little bit more different. There we go. As now, let's see. Shield and Road Warriors. Sign me up for that. Looks like we're gonna have Animal for Seth Rollins. What a tough start for the Shield. As got to the Road Warriors, getting the win. Over the Shield. 2 straight wins for them. We might give them a little bit more time as well. just because I feel like this match kind of deserves it. Give it 18. There we go. It might just miss the cut because it's at 18, but I think it's fine. And now the next match. Let's just do this now, just because I see this match I know is gonna win. I want Van Dam to beat. Oh yeah, we'll have him beat Ricky. Fine. Having it steal the show, it's gutsy. Have that be there. As Violence Giants is the two-man power trip, we'll just go ahead and put that on the card as well. As Violence Giants are not going to pull any ratings out, but thanks to Shuji Ishikawa this time. Concussed Steve Austin, but he's fine. he's ready to go. So we'll have that. Brotherhood, the Nightmare Family, as they're going to take on the Miracle Violence Connection. Yeah, we're going to have Doc killed Cody. Oh, he was intimidated by Dr. Death. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to complain to Dr. Death. It ain't going to happen. I'm just terrified what Jericho... I mean, they'll have good ratings, their part, but I don't know how Dennis is going to do. Don't know how Dennis Condrey is going to go about it. And RVD Sabu. So I feel like, even though Violence Giants aren't going to do their part, two-man power trip are definitely going to do their part, so we'll bump that up. This could go either way. We'll keep it right there. I mean, I feel like RVD, he's doing a great job. He'll probably outperform everybody that's in this match, so we'll keep that there. As Rockers against Muto and Chono, that's fun. We'll have Masahiro Chono. Masahiro Chono is going to beat Marty Jannetty. Although, I will say, Michaels and Muto, I mean, that's awesome. They're in the same ring. He is pissed is Marty Jannetty. Not that it matters. Yeah. But we would have just paid him off anyways. Demolition of the Holy Demon Army. I'll get him out here. Kawada's gonna beat Smash. Holy Demon Army. Hell of a start. Already. We're giving 18 minutes. Wow. That's probably a little too long, but I'm taking it. Fuck it. Let's just fuck it. Fuck Demolition. At this point, that's fucked up to say, but they're not in the plans. It's Kobashi Masawa against Beer Money, as James Storm is going to take the fall. Forget which one did better. If it was Kobashi or Masawa, we'll just have Kobashi. James Storm. James Storm's pissed. We'll actually keep him strong. No. Psych, I lied. There we go. Brothers Destruction and Strong Big Japan. Sounds awesome, but I just know it's not going to work. It's that Yuji Kobayashi's not going to do it. This time we'll get Kane the win over Yuji Kobayashi. So there we go. And then Dudley's and Bobby and Noki. We're going to give Bubba the win. Poor Bubba and Devon, they're going to beat the fucking legends of Internet Noki and Giant Baba's. Baba's taking the 3D. That's a big man for the 3D. Yeah, we'll let Boris do it. Malenko Brothers and Tenkoji. Yeah, I feel like that should probably be the next one. As again, this will be a banger if it can work. We'll have Benoit. Actually, I think we had Benoit one last time. We'll have Malenko. Though I mean, I know the man did terrible things, but if we could get mid-2000s Benoit against Tenzan Kojima, I would have been a very, very happy man. That would have been nuts. Yeah, we'll have Kojima take the fall. Give me like 0204 Benoit against 0204 Kojima Tenzan. It's a banger. Yeah, the fucking ambulance. In the opener, World Class Tag Team Bad Intentions. I felt like Bernard was the better of the two. I kind of forget which. I think Jado was the worst of the two there. Let's just take a look at the match history real quick while we're here for Bernard. As no, it was actually Carl. Yeah, we'll have Carl. That'd be fun. Jado taking a gun stun. I'm a fan. Hell yeah. And we'll just kind of look at this card real quick. Well, we might have to do a little searching around. This might actually be the second match of the card. As sad as that may be. Same thing with this. A lot of matches are getting thrown around. There we go. Booking analysis now. We need a technical masterclass on that. We're good. So, what is that gonna be? We could be smart and have it just be this match. We know, I'm assuming Kojima has some type of technical skills. He has 70. I'm assuming Tenzan does as well. I mean, invented the fucking... 63. I mean, might as well. Now look, put it way down there. Alright. I like it. I like it. We have a lot of time on our hands for a lot of different matches, too, in the future. I like having that room to breathe. Sucks we can't fucking remove that, but that's alright. Let's run the show. Let's see what happens. Oh, we have backstage insights. That's right, fuck. Completely forgot. Wow. As old as Triple H and Giant Baba. Oh my, he about got in a fight. After he caused some damage to his rental car. Jesus Christ. Let's find him. Oh no, we can't do it now. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, Dusty, we can do that. Turned up very late. Bang. Alright. Great. Oof. Now what do we do? So the Triple H, let's say 2-man power trip match. It's right here. So we'll just quickly. Oh no. I don't like that. So oof. It's just okay, why is just nobody showing up? That's weird. Huh. Wow. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Let's just go back and we'll just have to kind of guess and let's see if oh, Spike Dudley, there we go. Yeah, the 2-man power trip of Spike Dudley and Steve Austin. Yeah. So, and I think it was the Brothers of Destruction. Strong Big Japan. Again, it's weird how that is. So, okay, let's see. Joe Malenko. Oh no. Shinya Hashimoto. In game. That'd be badass. That could be fun. That'd be a fun little. And trying to think who else was involved in the backstage. So just, Tenzan and fucking Dennis Contra. Great. So we'll find Triple H, who's annoyed, and everybody else that's associated with him is now annoyed, but pleased is Giant Baba. Oh, Bradshaw too. Brought the Wrestler's Court as Undertaker as he was an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner was Chad Patton. Right, so now we gotta change that. Fun. Great. Fantastic. So now we gotta fix what we changed. As fucking Brothers Destruction. There we go. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Perfect. And then the 2-man power trip match. Which is there. Oh, wrong thing. Don't mind me as a 2-man power trip. And now let's go to there. Let's see who's going to replace Dennis Condrey for just a hot second. Dusty Rhodes. Oh. Oh, because it's got a... great. And then Tenzan and Kojima. Joe Malenko. Fun how that works out. Alright. Yeah. That is, that was a major... Oh, and I forgot the Bradshaw one. As, he almost got in a fight with Dennis Condrey. Great. Fine. Yeah. And then Bradshaw. Let's see if we can just click on him. Okay, we could. As I showed up for a scheduled meeting with a road agent. As his employer, you now have to choose how to deal with the situation. Looks like it's gonna be a fine for you, Bradshaw. Oh, we can't do it. Nah, that's... I was like, why can't we... Great. As, back here. APA. Brandy Rhodes. Alright, now we gotta fix all that. Fine. Alright. Situation's been handled, now we gotta fix everything. So, we don't have a situation on our hands. PA. And Malenko Tenkoji. There we go. And then the biggest one, the Min Express. And then we have to have Condrey lose, just because we don't know how he's going to do. Alright, I think we're set. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, we should be good. Let's just save it and run the show. 68 for this one, as Bad Intentions World Class Tag Team. Carl Anderson betting Jad off the Magic... Oh, with the Magic Killer. It's Carl Anderson 64, 58 for Bernard. So yeah, they're coming together. Jad and Get Up slowly. I mean, they're doing low 50s. It could be worse. They're just kind of stuck in a stacked tag league. As a 74. As wow, Masao and Kobashi, high 60s. Bobby Roode, 64, 58 for James Storm. They're doing high 60s in America. We're doing something right. It's Kobashi with a burning lariat on James Storm in 1247. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, James Storm with a 58. Get the fuck out of here, James Storm. That gets a 74. Demolition, the Holy Demon Army. Yeah, Demolition are still doing shit. Kawada, though, with the win as the Powerbomb. The Dawatoshi combination. As, yeah. Very saddened by how Demolition is doing so far. Sad. Just sad. But easy win for Holy Demon Army, though, nonetheless. We got 12,000. Intense for the Cowboys. So 64, yeah. Kojima just couldn't do it. It was too short. Yep, I just forgot to change the length. And also, you know, a lot of things happened. But nonetheless, the Malenko submitting Satoshi Kojima's Texas Cloverleaf in 1732. As the Dudley Boys and Bob and Inoki, which actually did really well. Inoki outperformed everybody. So they again... Probably should have went with them. As the Dudley Boys, they get the win with the 3D on Giant Baba. Yeah. Awesome stuff. I got a 74. It's a 72 for the Brothers of Destruction and Strong Big Japan Tag Team as Kane with the double chokeslam. Oh, the double chokeslam Brothers of Destruction on Yuji Kobayashi. 57 for old Kobayashi. 65 though for Daisuke, which Daisuke, you get the 65 now in America, not in Japan. That's great. Taker than 80, 75 for Kane. Good solid early ratings there. A 64 as we have another concussion. This time it's Masahiro Chono. Kaijimoto the 75. A 47 for Chono thanks to the concussion and probably the him being off his game. Probably the wrong team won. Hindsight, looking at that. But I didn't think Chono was going to get a concussion. But the Rockers they're going to do well though. They start out slow, but they'll get it going. I got a feeling. As yeah. But again, I would love to see Shawn Michaels, Kaijimoto on the same ring. Concussion there. 73 for the Jarrett Show. Yeah, Midnight Express. This might be, going forward, this might be what our Midnight Express team's going to be. Dennis Condrey and Bobby Eaton. As it should have been, probably, from the beginning. But again, could have been Bobby Eaton getting, or Stan Lane rather, getting injured might have hurt his rating too, so he might have been doing just as well. But Jericho, though, in the end, it wasn't enough. The Midnight Express was Jericho pinning Shinzaki after a code breaker into the knockout punch, covering him as Big Show takes out Bobby Eaton on the outside. For the 1-2-3, that's a 73, though. So Jericho's going to be pulling out some great ratings. It's 79 for this one. Yeah, they're the Medical Violence Connection carrying the Brotherhood to a nice little matchup here. It's Oklahoma Stampede for Steve Williams in 11:54. Medical Violence Connection, I mean, what can you say? They're fucking great. 79. There's some good ratings, though, coming into this. I got a good feeling that main event's going to kill it, though. There's another 79 for this matchup as Van Dam and Sabu beating the Rock and Roll Express, as Ricky with a 63, Robert with a 53. 5-star Fox Splash for Rob Van Dam. So, yeah. I mean, this is the new evolution of wrestling with Rob Van Dam and the Rock and Roll Express. Poor Ricky and Robert, they couldn't stand a chance. The 75 for the Vines Giants 2-man power trip match. Steve Austin. Just fucking, you could have put the Vines Giants combined and it's 102 and they just barely outperformed Steve Austin. Stunner on Shuji Ishikawa in 14 minutes. Yeah. Fucking Vines Giants. That makes me so upset. As Triple H was visibly angry after the match, as he was upset that Shuji Ishikawa was injured in with a botch. My God, Triple H was being a real fucking piece of work. We get an 82 out of this wild brawl as Hanson and Brody taking on the APA as Bruiser Brody with a running knee drop, the King Kong knee drop, if you will, on Ron Simmons in 11:28. Hanson with 83, Bruiser Brody with 73, 70 for Bradshaw, 68 for Ron Simmons. There we go. Ron Simmons is doing a little better that time around for the 82. A 78 for the Shield Road Warriors matchup, as Roman was the one who kind of shit the bed on this one. As oh wait a minute, what the fuck? I thought we had the Road Warriors get the win. Nonetheless, a fucking upset as the Shield pinning the Road Warriors as Roman Reigns pins Road Warrior in with a spear. Great. Fuck that up, but that's all right. That's upset. You can never tell with these round robin tournaments. They say upsets for days. As Steiner taking on Bam Bam and Vader. Bam Bam pinning Rick Steiner with a greetings from Asbury Park in 9:15:35. Yeah, I mean, it's a close one. It could have went either way. Definitely was a toss-up for sure. Rick Steiner outperforming Bam Bam slightly, though. So, I mean, could have won Steiner. But either way, it was a great match. So, oof. This didn't go well. As, too short. As, Funk's beating the Outsiders 18:51. Terry Funk tapping out Javin Nash with the spinning toe hold. 85 for Terry, 75 for Dory, 72 for Scott, now 65 for Kevin Nash. Yeah, if we just gave this a little bit more time, probably would have been in the mid and even high 70s, even maybe in the low 80s. But we didn't give it enough time. That's alright. 82 for the main event. Wow, I figured this would be higher than that, but the Mega Powers getting outworked by the Rock and Sock Connection as Rock pinning Hogan with a double after they double people's elbow in 20 minutes. Rock with an 88, Mankind with an 84, Savage at 71, Hogan with 73. Interesting stuff there. As it got an 86 though. I don't know how we got that. Just if you have that, because that co-main shit the bed, but if you take Hanson Brody, put it in that, and then it's, got two 82s back to back. Somehow, we still didn't get the pop gain in Oceania, but 86 nonetheless. Had a feeling we were going to get some good ratings out of this card. As, let's see, let's put over Rock. Let's put over Stan Hansen. Trying to think who else did really well. Probably Road Warrior Animal. He did a great job, and they should have won. That's the way she goes on that one. Hell yeah. And as another week down, 2 more to go. As early on, we've had some upsets. Some intentionally, some unintentionally. But there's some teams that are carving out some good stuff. We've had one. It seems like even though a lot of people kind of were like, man, that National League on paper is looking great, Premier League so far, I mean, they've had the better match, but we have the better show here with the Natural League with that 86. As what a fun narrative that is. As Chono's, yeah, Kevin Nash, whew, Kevin Nash was just creating so much tension in this locker room. Yeah, this locker room is a shit show. As we got some morale issues we got to take care of and whatnot. We'll catch you guys for week 3 of the ATTL. The next time we'll jump cut. As week 2 now of the Premier League is now back at the New York Times Union Center. As before we ran the show, trying to smooth over some morale issues, I accidentally gave Demolition Smash $500,000 bonus. So that was fun. Nick Jackson, shot for Russell scored. He was failing to pick up his share of the tab. No fucking shit. There's like 100 people in this goddamn roster. Why would he do that? As that got a positive impact on his morale, though. Let's see how we're gonna do this show here. It's Access Golden Lovers. What a show. Oh, what a match that is. The Guns and Heart Foundation. That's another. Los Gringos Locos, Lucha Brothers. Fun match there. Kenta Fuji, Conan Rey Mysterio Jr. Kenta Rey Mysterio Jr. That'd be, and even Michimoto Fuji. That'd still be really fun. Yeah, there's some interesting matches. Yeah, it's so tough. Tough. Trying to think what should be the main. First of all, I'm going to put this match on here right now. I will probably save that to the end, actually, because that's probably the opener. Man, there's a lot of good ones. New Day, Kings of Wrestling, solid. Bucks and Hardys. We'll just go ahead and put that on there. Yeah, we'll keep it the high spots. Give it to Jeff. Jeff over Matt Jackson. So the Hardy Boys getting that win. A big win at that over the Young Bucks. As the Phenomenal Angels, Briscoe Brothers. No, that's not really co-main event material. It's tough to really. Edge and Christian and Stenerico, that'd actually be really, really good. We're going to give this some time. 23 minutes sounds good to me. That might be a little too much time, but that's alright. Edge is going to pin Generico. There we go. Big win there. As the next matchup. Los Gringos Locos, Lucha Brothers, we can just put that on there. But Art Bar. You know what we'll give? It's tough. Tough. We can pin on Junior the win over Art Bar. Tough. Let's give him time. Yeah, let's give him some time. Just 20 minutes. Yeah, this Motor City Machine Guns Heart Foundation. That's probably going to be the actual co-main, and we're going to give this 22 minutes. And shockingly, upset maybe, depending on who you talk to, we're going to have Alex Shelley beat Jim Neidhart. The Heart Foundation's run comes to an end, as he is upset. I don't really care. Alex Shelley deserves that win. He's the man. There we go. And it's Ring Conf and Usos is an interesting matchup I see there. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see that Access Golden Lovers match, but I just know it's not going to go well. Let's have New Day Kings of Wrestling. I think that deserves a good bit of time as well. Give it 22 minutes. As, who's going to win this goddamn match? Is the question. Man, that's a tough one to call. Because Claudio's definitely been doing mid-70s in his matches so far. As they're, as you see, 2-0. As Claudio's 75, and then 75 again. Hero kind of in the high 60s. I want to say it's the same thing going over here with New Day, who are also 2-0. As Big E and Kobe, a little bit better. It's tough. But I think I gotta go with Kings of Wrestling rather instead of Heroes of Wrestling. Kings of Wrestling, as I think we're gonna have Claudio for Kofi. That's a tough matchup. We might put this matchup a little higher on the card. As we'll bump that down there. Yeah. We're gonna bump this down way the fuck down here. Just way down there. Alright. We actually, it's tough, because I think, as far as what our technical masterclass should be, we might make it this, just because I know Brett's going to do 100. And they'll obviously the guns are going to do well, but obviously Nightheart won't. We'll just go ahead and put it there, just to, because I know we have to do it. Let's do a little bump in there. Yeah, I like it. And then after the techno master class, we'll have the high spots matchup. All right, we're just kind of working our way around the card all over the place. I think Latin American Exchange against the London Kendrick team. I think that deserves to be here for the meantime as well. Gonna get Paul London the win over Zandana. There we go. Let's give Kenta Fuji, Rey Mysterio Jr. This is them next. We're going to give them a little bit of time as well. 22 minutes. Kenta is going to pin Conan. He's pissed. Fuck it. And so we'll just do a little switch there. I'm trying to think what should be next now. Bulldogs and the greatest tag team. That's probably going to be a little bit higher on the card, too. We're going to give them some time as well. We're giving a lot of teams time, but I feel like it's well-deserved. Dynamite Kid on Charlie Haas. Feel really bad for the world's greatest tag teams. I want to say they've started out 0 for 2, and now they'll be 0 for 3. Yep. But they've taken on some great teams already. And we'll bump that up. Yep. Yep, I think... one more. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I think now we can just kind of go willy-nilly with a lot of these. It doesn't really matter where exactly we put them, but we'll go DIY Eliminators first. We're going to give the Eliminators their first win. We're going to have Perry pin Tommaso Ciampa. Yeah, that's a solid spot for that. Axis Golden Lovers is going here. I wish this could be higher, but alas, we can't make that happen. We're going to give it time, though. And Omega over Go. Man, that Axis being over 3 hurts my little heart. And see, Hayabusa Ginsei Shinzaki against Arnon Talley. We're going to give Talley finally a win, as he's going to pin Ginsei Shinzaki. Yeah. And then, yeah, this should go here. This might even go higher, but we'll have AJ. I'll actually change it up. Daniels. Actually, yeah, I was gonna have the Briscoes win, but that's alright. We'll do that there. So now we got our final 4 here. I think we'll have Strong at Evan, Generation Next, Red Dragon, which Kyle, Jack. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the best. And then Ring Kampf Usos, which we're going to give it to Ring Kampf, as this time we have Thatcher over Jimmy. Ooh, Usos pissed. Because I just feel like it's warranted. Let's just kind of... They are 1 for 1. Low 60s at the match against Edge and Christian, and then 58-62. So I mean, that's low 60s where I feel like Fulter and Timothy Thatcher, they at least they're also 1 1. They are at least getting Walter's getting high 60s. So I think it's pointing at we might yeah, we'll just keep Thatcher getting the win. And Harlem Heat Doyoshi, I feel really, this is just the clash of 2 completely different styles. And you know what? We're going to give Harlem Heat the win. We're going to give them the win, as Booker's going to pin Doy, stopping Speed Muscle in their tracks. And then the Wolves and the Revival, which we're going to give it to the Revival of Stash Wilder. David Richards. There we go. How we doing on time? Just gotta cut 4 minutes. So don't mind if I do. Perfect. Booking analysis is Jimmy. Oh yeah, just Mickey J. Mickey J just keeps on getting booked on shit that he. Poor fella. I'm looking at this card, and I think we got everything in the right situation, right spots. Edge Christian against America, I like that. We might even put this in Canada. Let's fucking, why not? Let's go to the great north up here. Probably. Wow. I was gonna do Calgary. Maybe not. Yeah, because it looks like just the Air Canada Center might be where we're going. Oh, or the Canadian Tire Center. No, that's still 19. Maple Leaf Gardens would be fun. We just ran the Cow Palace, so that would, yeah, let's do Maple Leaf Gardens. Let's keep with the tradition. I'm liking this. I'm liking where we're running a lot of venues, a lot of historical places. Yeah, make it change. Let's give him to Earl. There we go. Perfect. Save. Let's run the show. Wolves and the Revival gets a 72. Well, there we go. There's Davey and Eddie. They're getting better, slowly but surely. Dash Wilder beating Dave Richards with the big rig as Dash and Scott 64-62. 59 for Davey, 54 for Eddie. Yeah, it's a little match. What an opener. 74 for Harlem Heat and Doyoshi as Harlem Heat. Booker T pinning Naruki with a scissors kick. 69 for Booker T, 66 for Yoshino, 59 for Doi, and 50 for for Stevie Ray. But yeah, I mean, we get Harlem Heat their first win as the Thatcher Stretcher gets the win in 13:30 for Ring Kampf. As yeah, they outperformed the Usos. I think the right thing was done. Timothy Thatcher getting the win there for Ring Kampf. So I got a 72-71 for Red Dragon and Generation Next. What a match this would be. As it's actually, looking at this, looks like the wrong team won. Should have been Generation Next, but that's all right. As Red Dragon getting the win at 13:50 when Kyle O'Reilly pinned Jack Evans after the Chasing the Dragon. That was awesome. Awesome little match. That would have probably been a lot better had if this was farther down the line. As the Phenomenal Angels taking on the Briscoe Brothers. The Phenomenal Angels get the win as Daniels pins Briscoe after the last rights. A lot of 60s. 65 for AJ, 64 for Daniels, 63 for Jay Briscoe, 54 for Mark Briscoe. I got a 74. 75 is we got a floating bone chips for Hayabusa. That just sounds painful. With Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard taking on Hayabusa and Ginsei Shinzaki as Tully Blanchard pinning Ginsei Shinzaki after a slingshot suplex. So yeah, Hayabusa was the weak link thanks to the probably bone chips. But yeah, I mean, Arn Anderson doing a great fucking job. I mean, they're doing a tremendous job so far. Floating bone chips there. As a 78 for our next matchup. There we go. As Go Shizaki's kind of getting it going, but Nakajima's still stuck at 46 as he was off his game too. As Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, the Golden Lovers, getting the win over Axis as Kenny Omega pinning Go Shiozaki after the Golden Shower. As 78 for that one. That was awesome too. Also the Canadian-born man getting the win in the pin as well. That was fun. As a 69 for this next match. Yeah, we probably should have had this down a little lower on the card, but that's alright. As a lot of mid-50s and a low 60, regular just 60 for Gargano. It's the Eliminators defeating DIY in 13:28 when Perry Saturn pinned Tommaso Ciampa after a total elimination. They're getting their first wins. That's awesome. Sucks that Perry Saturn's just kind of inconsistent so far from what I've seen. But hopefully they get it together in the future. At 75 here, as London and Kendrick beating Latin America Exchange of Santana with a 47. 58 for Ortiz. Yeah, that's just a shit show and a half there. That's 75. Good match, though. Just London and Kendrick, I'm very happy how they're going together. I mean, that's doing some good ratings so far. As a 74 for Kenta Fuji and Conan and Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh, we forgot to turn out All Out Peace. That's alright. As, yeah, the Kenta Fuji, Rey Mysterio Jr. again, just carrying Conan to a good match. As Kenta with a go to sleep on Conan in 21:58. Just forgot to turn off the All Out pace, but that's alright. It's still 74, though, even with the terrible dragging at the end. It's an 82 for this matchup. Eddie Guerrero doing his goddamn part for Los Gringos Locos as the Lucha Brothers get the win over Los Gringos Locos 2020 as Pentagon Jr. submitting Hardbar. Probably try to break his goddamn arm. 82 though, good match. There's a 76 for this one. As again, we forgot to take off the All Out on the place, but Dynamite Kid with an 86. There's that Dynamite Kid rating we're waiting for, as outperforming the world's greatest tag team. As the British Bulldogs, they get the win, as Dynamite Kid pinning Charlie House after the Bulldogs. Super diving headbutt combination. As now a 74 for the Technical Masterclass, as we have a 100 from Bret Hart. Motor City Machine Guns get the win, though, nonetheless, as Alex Shelley pinning Jim Knight after the Made in Detroit tag finishes. Yeah, I mean, Alex Shelley with 69, 58 for Chris Sabin, Jim Knight with 48. Obviously, we knew that was going to happen with the Technical Masterclass rating, but, I still thought it was a great match. I still thought we did what we wanted to do. Oof, this didn't go well. As the High Spots match kind of misses, as the Hardys getting the win over the Young Bucks with a Twist of Fate Swanton Bomb combo with Jeff Hardy pinning Matt Jackson. As, Jeff, he outperformed the Young Bucks, but really this could have went either way, though, too, at the same time. But, 60, that's disheartening. We probably could have went away from the High Spots rating and just kind of booked it as a regular match. Oof. As we have the Kings of Wrestling New Day match, which only gets a 68, as Claudio submitting Kofi Kingston with a Swiss Leaper holding. I need to really change Claudio's finishes. I just thought that was a weak. I talked about that earlier in this video. I really need to do that. It's another thing to do after I advance. It's Claudio with a 74, though. 69 for Big E. 65 for Chris Hero. 64 for Kofi Kingston. And then there's a main event that gets a 74. Again, I forgot to take off the all-out pacing. But Edge with a 90. Kevin Steen with an 84. That is awesome. Christian with a 76. 75 for El Generico. Yeah, I mean, Generico's coming together very nicely there. Awesome to see 4 Canadian kids battling out in the Maple Leaf Gardens. I mean, that's what it's all about. Sucks that they only got a 74. Thanks to... I really need to take better care and better attention on that, but that's alright. It's something I gotta work on, but still, I think it was a good show. I think it's probably gonna be 78. Oh, I went with 75. We lost our line pop. Oof. There went that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened with that. Yeah, I mean, that just kind of fell apart after the Technical Masterclass into the High Spots match, and really nothing beat that Lucha Brothers, Los Gringos Locos match, which again, Lucha Brothers, probably gonna be the main events sooner rather than later. They both are pulling out great ratings. As I will give them some love too. Let's give Phoenix some love. There. Let's give Kevin Steen some love after a great rating. And trying to think who else we can give some. Let's give. I think I've already given some love for Booker T. I think maybe I didn't. Why not? Give it to Booker T. That's all right. Now on to the next week 3 show for the National League. Let's see if we can get that popularity back that we lost, which that was embarrassing. We shouldn't have lost Pop. That is just my fault on that one. That was a booker's responsibility to take better care of that fucking card. I need to be locked in more. I think just adding that more time, I might need to just go ahead and, before we get to the pre-booking stage, already fix it. So that way it's a little easier to just click it and drop it in. But, yeah, we'll catch you guys there. Fucking Nassau Coliseum. Stop it. It's not gonna work. Alright, now it's time to get on. Oh my god, there's so many goddamn incidents. As Rick Steiner almost fought Hiroshi Tenzan. How fun. What? That's a stern warning. There we go. Paul Heyman, who got into a heated argument with a fan outside. Another stern warning. This is gonna be just stern warning for days, I guess. Was being obnoxious and eventually beat up Boris Malenko after a fight. What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ, fine him. Lord have mercy. There's fights going on. Dennis Condrey getting brought to wrestler's court. I think that's he was in backstage incident last time. He's accused of being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. Judge found him guilty. It's Kobashi and Giant Baba. Baba passing tips on how to work the microphone. taking the Kobashi, and he's probably doing the same thing to Kawada is. And then Stu Hart passing back from Dips to Chris Benoit. As now we're trying to get back that popularity we lost at our last show. So, man, look at that fucking match right there. Henson and Brody and the Mega Powers. Holy fuck. Brothers Destruction, the Outsiders. God damn. Yeah, that's nuts. Wow. Let's go over here. As the Miracle Violence Connection, the Shield, that's another good one. Kobashi Masao, Strong Big Japan. World Warriors of Demolition, Jesus. Rocket Sock Connection, the Holy Demon Army, APA, and the Two-Man Power Trip. Oh my god, that is... So first of all, we'll add this. I don't think it's going to be the main, but it's going to be pretty goddamn close. We'll have it be 22. We're going to have Bruiser be Hogan. Yeah. He's fucking pissed. Yeah, I mean, makes sense that he would be. So we got that. As the Brothers Destruction and the Outsiders, that is certainly, I mean, any dream match that anybody had in 1998, 99, 2000, I mean, just unbelievable that we get to do this here. So let's see. Who's going to win this goddamn thing is the question. It is going to be the Brothers of Destruction, as poor Kevin Nash is going to take the fall. Not poor Kevin Nash. I mean, he's just been an asshole this whole fucking... Already, you know, we're 3 weeks in, and he's already trying to fight people. As I'm trying to think, Kane or Kevin Nash, or let's give it to Taker. Let's get Taker and Kevin Nash. We might. I'm not sure where we're gonna run the venue at so far. Maybe Florida, maybe LA. I'm not really sure. Oh, we already did the Cow Palace, so we'll probably go to Florida just to change it up a little bit. As the Miracle Violence Connection, the Shield would be a lot of fun. I think that's the next one. As we'll have we'll have Terry Gordy this time. Terry Gordy beat Roman. Have beat Seth. Change it up a little bit. I guess I would well, because Roman accidentally beat the fucking Road Warriors. Yeah, Road Warriors Demolition. As much as this match would be awesome on paper, thanks to Demolition being shit in this, we'll have Animal and Smash. Oh, yeah, we'll have Axe. They'll protect their Minnesota brethren of Barry Darso. As there, yeah, that works. Yeah, Rocket Sock Connection, the Holy Demon Army. That's wild. I kind of want to have them. Holy Demon Army, let's see how many matches they've won. Are they on a 3 winning? Yeah, they've beaten the Shield and Demolition. Rock and Stock Connection, I believe, are also on a 2. Yeah, they've beaten APA and the Mega Powers. A little different. I will have Rock hit Toway with the fucking rock bottom, hopefully. It's probably be the Double People's Elbow, but that's... I'm trying to... let's just give him more time. It's not a big deal. Not the worst idea we've had. I mean, Kawhi's gonna do his thing, and obviously Rock and Mankind, they'll carry it, and yeah, I think it'd be a solid little match. Yeah, we'll bump it. Just bump it up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. I really... Because I know Kevin Nash is going to do shit. But Hanson, Brody, and the Mega Powers, I actually think that could be... That's a hell of a co-main, though, Brothers Destruction. I mean, that's... Whew, that is a card. The Funks of the Rockers could be interesting. As we're actually going to have Shawn Michaels. The Rockers are finally going to win. They're going to beat Dory Funk Jr. here. And Terry Funk as... yeah. Get that. Because obviously this is going to have to be the... Because I think Stan Lane can't work still, so it looks like it's going to be... Still Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey. As a Van Dam. They're going to keep their winning ways, Van Dam and Sabu. We're going to have Sabu this time. Get the win over Dennis Condrey. Midnight Express. Cornette would be blowing a fucking gasket at this match. Let's see. Kobashi Masawa, Strong Big Japan, Baba Inoki, Steiners. I mean, that's a banger. What do I do about these Steiners? I mean, they're doing well. They just lost to Bam Bam and Vader, but they beat the Miracle Violence Connection. Got Baba Inoki over here, who they beat Rob Van Dam and Sabu. They just lost to the Dudleys when they probably shouldn't have lost. I think we're going to keep the winning ways going, as we'll have, this time, Rick Steiner beat Baba. Oh. Demon and Gold. As a Bad Intentions versus Jericho is a fun match. It's kind of two similar teams as, we'll have Show beat Bernard. They've been on a run, Jericho, as of late. Doing a great job. As the Rock and Roll Express and the Dudley Boys. I feel like this is probably... Oh, actually, Two-Man Power Trip and APA probably have to go way, way up there. As Vader... Poor Cody just keeps on getting just destroyed in these matches against just giant men as Two-Man Power Trip and the APA. As, you know what, we're gonna upset. Call it on the fly. Bradshaw is gonna beat Triple H just cause fuck it. Fuck it, that's why. Yeah, we'll keep him strong, I guess. Sure. Yeah. I tried. I tried. It is what it is. I will bump it up at least to there. The Rock and Roll Express and the Dudley Boys. Rock and Roll Express is going to keep their losing ways. Is Bubba going to get the win? There. Now it comes down to this as our final four. Kobashi Masawa for sure. As what a banger that's going to be. Masawa going to pin Yujiro Kobayashi, which again, sadly, Strong Big Japan. As Muto Chono, Violence Giants. I feel like if we're going to do a Japanese show, kind of now would be the time to do it. Just because, I mean, how many times are we going to have Japanese team, like, it's just not, won't happen that many times. So I feel like we should go ahead and do it. And we'll have Tenkoji beat Beer Money Inc. As Kojima over James Storm. Yeah, looks like we're going to Japan. I'll give it shit, James Storm. No, wrong place. There we go. To the Land of the Rising Sun. 15,000. Looks like we could probably sell that Ryogoku. If I had to guess. Yeah, we can, not even close to the sea. What about it? Oh yeah, not even close. Yeah. I mean, we can do Budokan. Sell that out now. Sell that Budokan. Cool. That's a fun main event too for even Japan. Anson Brody against Hogan and Savage. Savage didn't. I mean, they did the in the Tokyo Dome where I forget what show it was called. They had SWS, All Japan, and WWF as like a super show, and I think they had Savage and Tenryu. Savage and somebody. But so that's fun. Now we can kind of see how everybody's gonna go in Japan here. assuming 51. Yeah. So Masawa is now Strong Big Japan. This is now going way up the card. Now it's in Japan, I kind of want to just pull the trigger on Holy Demon Army, but I think it's fine. Here, yeah. It's so tough, man. All right, I'm gonna keep it there, and we'll bump this up just a little bit. I still don't have a lot of faith in it, but I'm just gonna move it to about there, and we'll bump Baba Noki and the Steiners. We'll bump it up a little bit, just one. Yeah, I like it. All right, and then for World Class Tag Team, Jado Ghetto against Malenko's, D. Malenko and Chris Benoit. As I'm trying to, I mean, obviously Jado Ghetto can't really work the technical stuff, so I think we're just gonna have this be here. See, this would be the perfect time to do Jado Ghetto getting a win, because they're probably. Oh, it's gonna be. Nah, we'll just. Let's do it. Ghetto. Jado Ghetto gonna be D. Malenko, Chris Benoit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, be furious. You deserve that right, D. Malenko. I'm gonna try to keep you protected, but you're still not gonna be. Yeah, I mean. I'm assuming Benoit's gonna be a little bit, is way more over in Japan than what Malenko is. Malenko is probably really, as far as Japanese runs, him and obviously when he was with Joe helped him a lot, but that's probably it. Where at least Benoit was like fucking junior heavyweight champion and winning the Super J Cup and whatnot. So yeah, I mean 36. Jado Ghetto probably earned like in the I mean, it is in Japan. Like you can be upset all you want, D. Malenko, but right team kind of is winning. So I just want to make sure it's set. And we are going to be at Budokan. Yeah, we are. Going to be in Budokan. Well, let's bump it up a little bit. Let's bump this up too. Rockville Express Dudley Boys open up the show. And we'll cut down 2 minutes and we'll run the show. Obviously, if, you know, we have booking announcements, which I'm sure it's going to be somebody's... Oh, yeah, we got to... He's given slightly too much. So we got to change Iwata's refereeing and D. Malenko's road agent. Plus, we got to do a steal the show and technical masterclass. Okay. Let's have this be steal the show. Just, because we know the technical masterclass, we know it's gonna get shit on. So, might as well just have... I mean... Is it a terrible idea? Kinda, yeah. But, I mean, it's already here, we don't have to change anything. Rick Steiner's not really technical. I'm assuming Scotty's... Wow, Scotty's even worse. I guess because he's supposed to be like... Freakzilla fucking... Scott Steiner instead of tag team fucking legend Scott Steiner. Yeah. Alright. Well... It's our funeral on that match. And then I wasn't even paying attention to change. So, let's give that to Earl. Fuck off, James Storm. Wow. I wonder why. Because I just have not seen where he's road agent anything. It must be way up here. Yeah, it must. So we'll have Stu put together that. Yeah, that was it. We got a lot of unhappy people. We got an upset of the APA and the two-man power trip. Yeah. Whew. Whew. This is going to be a show. This is certainly a show. We get a 57 right out of the gate as Bubba pinning Ricky Morton after with the bubble bomb at 11:53. Yeah, that rating show there. Another 57. We got a stomach infection from Benoit. As we have a 71, 66, 64s. So, I mean, I don't get the ratings are there when we're in Japan, of course, but they're just not in Japan. This is Ghetto pinning D. Malenko with a Superfly splash. Alright, but they did almost the same as D. Malenko, Chris Benoit, so I can't really fault him for that. Plus a stomach infection, too. There's a 78, as Tenzan and Kojima. Killing it there with the Tenkoji cutter on James Storm. 1203. Yeah, I mean, we're in that realm here with that match. Hell yeah, awesome to see Tenkoji getting a win in Budokan. It's Bam Bam and Vader against Cody and Dustin. Yeah, Cody and Dustin not over at all in Japan. But obviously Vader and Bam Bam are, more specifically Vader, which you see getting a win with the Moonsault in 1353, as that's a 67. It's an 83. There we go. There's the fucking violence. And it still should be a little bit better, but that's alright. It will take 58s and 61s for Shuwama and Shujikawa. 84 for Kaishimido, 82 for Chono. So even though I thought it was just Chono's was ratings was bad because not really being in Japan, but more of being just at the point of him physically. He just was more of a promo guy, but no, he can go. He just was not in Japan. As Bad Intentions taking on Jericho as Big Show pinning Giant Bernard with the code breaker into the knockout punch. I feel like it's a good combination too. Jericho outperforming basically everybody, but yeah, that was a fun little match. Probably should have gave him a little bit more time, but that's alright. 71, we'll take it. There's, I got 13 minutes. A 69 for this Midnight Express Rob Van Dam Sabu match, which Van Dam barely outperforming Bobby Eaton to make this match work. But Sabu getting the pinfall win with the Arabian Face plus 2 16-17, and that is a 69 rate. Almost hit the 70 mark. As a 70 for the Inoki Baba Steiner Brothers matchup. Yeah, I mean, probably should have gave it to Antonio Inoki and John Baba with them being in Japan and whatnot, but it's kind of fun to see the Steiners with an upset. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad, their in-ring performance. I guess it is technical rating, but if because it's not like it's fine. But then Inoki and Baba doing a technical masterclass looks like that can work for them. Maybe it's also them being in Japan also helps, but I think that's gonna work for them in the future. So 73 for the Funks fucking Rockers matches. Yeah, Terry Funks, the man, and obviously, again, knowing it was in Japan, we should have had the Funks win, but the Rockers needed that first win as the Rockerplex. Shawn Michaels on Dory Funk Jr. in 1250. But yeah, Marty Jannetty with a 51. But Terry Funk and Dory Funk doing great in Japan, as always, as the two-man power trip. Kind of gives some reasoning why Triple H has a shitty in-ring performance and whatnot in this Wild Brawl, but Steve Austin in the 87. This brawl's an 8 powerbomb getting the win over Triple H and Steve Austin. The APA with the upset in 1251. That gets a 75. Gladly take that. That's a great rating for that, as it could have been a lot worse. As the Miracle Violence connection of Steve Williams, Dr. Death Steve Williams, Terry Gordy taking on the Shield of Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins as Terry Gordy pinning Roman Reigns a power slam. Yeah, Terry Gordy 81, 68 Steve Williams, 48 for Roman. Tough there. As a 66 for this Road Warriors demolition match. How embarrassing. As Animal with the Doomsday device on Axe and in 21 minutes. Also, too, I think giving it that much time probably hurt it, too. We probably should have just kept it short and let him kill him in a short little match. That's just kind of hindsight being 2020. Is a 78. As, Tesha Kawada and Akira Taue, 91s and 88s. Mankind and The Rock, 77 and 78. So dragged, and I forgot to keep the all-out pace. I had that on still. That's alright. It's still an awesome little match. Rocket Sock Connection defeating the Holy Demon Army as Rock pinning Taue with a rock bottom. It's a 68. Wow. Who's not over in Japan? That's fucking strong in Japan. What the fuck? Kobashi with a 99, Masawa with a 98, though, against Yuji Okabayashi and Daisuke Sakamoto. So yeah, the right team won. Tiger Driver in 1950. I'm so confused. That should not have happened. It's a 63 for the co-main of the Brothers of Destruction on the outside. Is the Undertaker pinning Kevin Nash with a double choke slam. 22:56. 70 for Taker. 59 for Kane, 58 for Scott Hall, 51 for Kevin Nash. Then the main event that gets a 69, as Hanson and Brody taking on the Mega Powers as Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody. They get the win, defeated the Mega Powers in 22:07. Bruiser Brody pinning Hogan with a running knee drop. Take that, Hogan. What a shit show that was. 56 again. We still lost Pop. Yeah, I thought our product was perfect for this. Maybe it's not. Very confused because I thought for sure that with being wrestling as a sport, Pop wouldn't be a factor at all. It'd just be about in-ring performances. But clearly, Pop is playing a big factor because Kenta Kobashi and Toshiaki Kawada, or Kenta Kobashi, Masawa, Kawada, and like everybody that's Japanese based just did really, really well here on the show. And it's just kind of tough. So we'll give Kenta Kobashi some love. We're gonna give Chono some love. And I'm trying to think who else we can that we never really. Tony Inoki. Just kind of getting everybody we can. Over. Taue. Taue. Yeah, let's go Kawada. Hell yeah. As now we're on to our final 2 shows of this episode. Feel like we're probably an hour and a half in, maybe more. I don't know. I'm recording this in like sessions, so it's kind of a little easier, where it's just 20 minutes at a time doing stuff. But yeah, I am just thought for sure this product would work very, very well for what we're doing. Maybe we should have went with another product. Not really sure. I am highly fucking curious to see how it is. Obviously, I'm sure Pop plays a factor. It's not like it cannot be a non-factor. At the end of the day, Pop has to do something involved with it. But I just, I don't know. I thought for sure that'd be it. As Rock wants to be a Hollywood star. We all do. Yeah, sure. Sure. We got a lot of morale issues. That's a product. Yeah, 65-35 in-ring action and Pop. Wrestling as a sport. Damn. Well, let's just kind of see what we got here. Where, in-ring focus. Wrestling over entertainment. So there's 60-40. Yeah, it's hard to get. 75-25 or 60-40. Fast and Furious. Same thing, Fast, Furious, and Deadly. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no style. Probably been it. But we would have done angles is the thing. It's tough. Tough. Oh. That could have been it. I like that. I like those splits. Yeah, 65-35. It's not bad. Yeah. Strong press. That would have been. That could have been nice. But that's no big deal. Not a huge deal. It's still 65-35 no matter where we go about it. It's odd. We are stuck between a rock and a hard place because I think, oh my god, we lost oh yeah. As you see, we lost a shit ton of money. But that's alright. Or we can, money is no object here. But, it's not like we're doing bad shows. It's just not at the level that I'd want them to be. Like, this show. But it's, we'll get there. Like, it's still very, very early on. We just ran 6 shows, by the end of this, we'll be doing alright. So, yeah, alright. So now we'll go to our final 2 shows of this episode. That's alright. For the last show, the last premiere show of this episode, week 4, we set our broadcasting. Let's see what this backstage incident is. It is Hayabusa and Arnon Anderson. There we go. We're doing as Hayabusa was brought before the wrestler's court, accused of being an hour late to pick up as my phone going off. Have fun. We're just gonna let it ring. Don't worry about that. At least it's just vibrating. At least not ringing. But that's just hurry. Oh, as Conan of Rey Mysterio Jr. against the Wolves, that's definitely gonna be open. I just saw that. I don't know why I hit add match. I'm just flustered by this fucking gimmick. Oh, Doing it again. How fun. It's honestly not important, but I'm just gonna move it to where you guys can't hear it. We can wait. You can wait. Oh god, as I hit the goddamn desk. Alright. Whew. As let's just see real quick what could be the main event of this show. Nothing really popping out as far as, I mean, yeah, this is probably it. Hardy Boys and the Bulldogs. Revival Edge of Christian would be really good too. As yeah, this is probably it. Give it 23 minutes, and I think both teams are undefeated going into this. At least the Bulldogs are. Yeah, they're 3-0, and then the Hardys, I believe, are also, they could be 2-1. Yeah, they're 2-1. So they, yeah, I think, yeah, let's give it to the Hardy Boys. Let's break up the Bulldogs winning streak. As we'll have Matt Hardy actually pin Davey Boy just to get involved in the finish. Let's change that. Oh, nope, it was already on slow. Great. There we go. I like that. As a Revival Edge and Christian, really, really like this. This is going to be nice. This is going to be a nice little match here. Slow build. We're going to give them 22 minutes. Edge and Christian, I'm assuming they have won all their matches. Yeah. They've won all theirs. Don't think they might have won maybe one, maybe two of them. So yeah, they just lost to Kenta Fuji. Yeah, I think it's just the right decision to have. And we'll have Christian beat Scott. Yeah, I think that's just the right decision there. As Golden Lovers and Ginsei, Shinzaki, and Hayabusa, that just sounds awesome. We're just gonna add that to it as we're here. This is probably going to be a little lower down the card, but still be a lot of fun. As this time we're going to go Koto Bushima. We're going to have him beat Ginsei Shinzaki, just to get him a little bit more pop under his belt. Nice. As the Briscoe Brothers, Los Gringos Locos, that match just is calling out to me. I don't know why. Actually, the Motor City Machine Guns in the Box. Like, that's a fucking match. As, yeah, we'll let it go. Let's see. Slow build. Works for me. Yeah. And, the Kings of Wrestling DIY match could be fun. Give it 8. Yeah, 8. Bump it up a little bit more to 20. Claudio. Gargano. There we go. As, now what's, Stenerico and the Usos. Like that. It's another match that sounds good, as we're going to have Kevin Steen beat one of the Usos. I'll just leave it up to the game. There. Lucha Brothers and Ring Conf. That is just an interesting one. London and Kendrick against Roddy and Jack. Well, yeah, let that be the Steal the Show match. Perfect. As we'll have Jack Evans actually get the win this time. Finally, I think it's the first Generation Next win. And beat Spanky. We'll keep it strong. Oh yeah. It's Harlem Heat Red Dragon. It's intriguing, but I just know it's not gonna be enough. New Day and Doyoshi, Speed Muscle. Let's have Big E's gonna crush Naruki Doi. So I bet you lost Naruki Doi. As Arnon Talley and Kenta Fuji's another just intriguing one. We're gonna give them a little bit more time, 20 minutes. As Arn's gonna flatten out Marufuji, sadly, with a spine buster, even though it'll probably be the Spike Pile Driver as the finish. Let's get this Heart Foundation match out of the way, as this is also going to be a technical masterclass. You know what? We're living on the wild side. We're going to give Axis a win. Yeah. Go's going to pin Jim Neidhart. Whew. That's, it's a dangerous game. But, we got to get them over. And this is one of the best ways to do it. Let's have him, we're not even going to keep him strong. Let's just get Go Shizaki over. as world's greatest tag team. Let's say world's greatest tag team, and LAX. We need, world's greatest tag team. They need a win. Let's have Shelton, Pete, Ortiz. Just whoever. It's not that big of a deal. Let's do this Lucha Brothers ring comp match. Is intriguing. As we're gonna have Pentagon. I feel like Lucha Brothers, we just had them be on the fucking roll, but I know they've lost to the Phenomenal Angels, I want to say. Yeah. Bip. And now this Harlem Heat Red Dragon match. Yeah, that's quite a bit of time. I don't think Stevie Ray can handle it, to be honest. We're going to cut that down. Make it be all out. As Red Dragon's going to get the win. Guile on Stevie Ray. Poor Booker T. Didn't hit the winner. There we go. Nice. And Briscoes and Los Gringos Locos. We're going to have the Briscoes finally get a win here. Jay's going to beat Art Bar. And then probably the Eliminators Phenomenal Angels match is next. We'll have AJ, Cronus. And then the opener. We'll have Rey Mysterio Jr. get that win. As Eddie's going to take the fall this time. We'll change it up a little bit. Just here we go. 3:07 is the time. We're gonna cut. Okay, cut 7 minutes. Let's cut that down. And let's cut down this. Kind of think that was it. Yeah. All right. Wow, we're good. I think on booking analysis. Yeah, we really are. Wow, I can just run the show. Shocker. We've figured it out. As Rey Mysterio Jr. with a springboard Hurricane Rana getting the win, as that's an 80. Just Rey Mysterio Jr. It's so funny how we put this so low on the card, but because it's just he's in it, it's going to be such a better match. We really need to start kind of, even though it is what it is. I'm tongue-tied just thinking about it because it's just, it's 79 though, so it's again kind of crazy how that's on that level. We have 275s with AJ and Perry, but 2 low 60s with Daniels and Cronus. I'm shocked I got the 79, to be honest. I think the bonuses really helped it, pushed over the edge, and the crowd got hotter over it. So get a 75 here with the Briscoes, Los Gringos Locos, Eddie with a 90, fucking killing it, but Ardbar just ain't it. As Jay and Mark, Jay with a 60, Mark with a 59. It's an 81. Wow, I did not expect that. As not even a little bit. It's Kyle O'Reilly of Red Dragon pinning Stevie Ray with a brainbuster. So yeah, Kyle actually outperformed Booker T. Jesus Christ. It's Bobby Fish with a 62, 57 for Stevie Ray. It's an 81 again. Lucha Brothers and Ring Comp. Everybody with 70s. Wow, we have hit that plateau. Oh, we're at the Nassau Coliseum again. That's why. It's no big deal. I didn't really have a picked venue. I probably went with Florida or something. But Lucha Brothers with the win over Ring Comp as a 13:09. Pentagon Jr. submitting Timothy Thatcher. That's another 81. We might just run New York from now on, as we're in New York territory. As the World's Greatest Tag Team defeating Latin American Exchange. Shelton Benjamin was off his game, and I hurt the match, but somehow I got a 75. There's a Shelton with a 69. I just can't believe it. Shelton Benjamin pinned Ortiz a leapfrog body guillotine combo as they finally get their first win as World's Greatest Tag Team. There's a 70 here for this Hart Foundation Axis match, just getting carried by Bret Hart. He tried all his damnedest, but it wasn't enough. It's Go Flasher on Jim Neidhart. 61 for Go, 59 for Nakajima, so he's getting a little better. Jim Neidhart with a 41, though. The shits still as a 78 for Arnon Talley over Kenta Fuji. As 1953, Arn Anderson pinning Naomichi Marufuji at the Spike Pile. Arn Anderson almost hitting a 90. Talley's low. It's felt like he was doing low 70s. Now he's kind of drifting away a little bit. Marufuji and Kenta are on the same page on the low 70s. So I like that though. Flair doing some good work at ringside too. I'm glad I made that switch from Oli to Rick as the manager. So we even get a little bonus. As, man, New Day and Doyoshi, Big E gets the win with the Midnight Hour, but there's nothing that even comes close to a 70, and we get a 76 out of it. I mean, Big E with a 69, I guess that is right there at 70, but still, that's wild. New Day with the win, Big E pinning Narikado after the Midnight Hour. A lot of green there, a whole lot of green, going in our favor. We get the crowd even hotter. As this 81 for this Steal the Show matchup, as Lennon and Kendrick take the fall to Generation Next, who I believe that's their first win too. So that's awesome. As Jack Evans pins Brian Kendrick after skipping a generation. Awesome. Yeah, they did mid 60s, Jack and Roddy, whereas Lennon and Kendrick did mid 70s and probably deserved the win, but upset. Gotta make some people. As Stenerico over the Usos, as Stenerico getting the win as Kevin Steen pinning Jimmy Uso with a package pile driver in 2033. We have a 77 for Kevin Steen, 68 for Generico, 60s for Usos. I will take it. Could have been more. 81 for this match as Claudio hitting an 80. As Kings Wrestling defeating DIY in 1948 when Claudio submitting Johnny Gargano. I had made that a secondary finish. I figured it would be enough. I'm probably just going to take that out because now I've added Swiss Death and Neutralizer. They have it their own. They have the King's Reign Supreme over nearly everyone, but they haven't even used it, so I don't know. But Claudio with an 81, here with a 67, low 60s for Ciampa and Gargano. So we have a 78 for this. Shelley and the Bucks. Motor City Machine Guns and the Bucks. So the Bucks get the win as Matt Jackson. Wow, they don't have any finishers either. I have to check the Bucks. Because they have, like, the Meltzer driver and whatnot. And odd. I got a 78, though. A lot of great ratings, but Chris Sabin. Again, reiterating my point that Sabin was the worst of the two of Motor City Machine Guns. He was the Jannetty. Said it for years now. As the Golden Lovers and taking on Hayabusa and Ginsei Shinzaki. So the Bone Chips taking a big toll on Hayabusa. I really should have thought that one out. Dropped him down a little lower, but Omega with an 81. Bushi with a 72. 60 for Ginsei Shinzaki, though. I feel like he's improved a lot as the Golden Shower from Kota Ibushi getting the win. As, yeah, I mean, the Golden Lovers have been rolling so far. I don't think they've even lost yet. It's an 81 for the Revival Edge and Christian match. You know, you kind of have to have faith in Edge pulling it out. He did with a 91. Christian with a 74. 66 for Josh Wilder. 62 for Scott Dawson. But still, hell of a goddamn match. We'll take it. Yeah, I mean, Edge is doing his thing. A 74 for the main event. That's tough. As Jeff with an 85. Dynamite Kid with a 71. Or an 81, rather. So really the weak link with Matt. Which, hindsight, we probably should have had Jeff pin Davey. But that's, it's still a good match. It's a good performance, and seeing those guys improving is nice. Seeing Jeff jump up to that rating. I'm assuming by even we hit double digits on the weeks. He'll probably be definitely in the 90s. Same thing with Dynamite Kid, hopefully, fingers crossed. But still, I think the show would have gained pop. Oh, no, it didn't do anything. But a couple of 81s, though. Well, actually, a lot of 81s. Oh, there's 2, 3, 4, 5 81s. And an 80. I mean, solid show. It's not a bad show at all. We just need to hit that mark. And that's just been the big thing as of today. Let's see. Who to put over is the question. Trying to go all over the place. Let's give it Brian Kendrick. Give him some love. Give him some love. I think I did with Kevin Steen already. Shelton Benjamin. Just to kind of give them some added boost. As I think we already did one for Claudio. I don't see his name though. Yeah, let's Claudio. Hell yeah. Good shit. Alright, now we got one final show for this episode. The Week 4 show of the National League. As let's hope it's a better show than this Premier League show was. Alright, let's see how this is a Nassau Coliseum again. Alright, backstage incidents, a lot of them. It's a Hulk Hogan and Bruiser that probably went into it. There's a click. Oh my god, what a click. Hogan, Nash, and Inoki. They antagonized Bruiser Brody so much that the fight almost broke up between them. Oh boy. Man, what a fucking power three that is of Hogan, Nash, and Antonio Inoki. Oh, I thought someone was gonna get. Thank God, no one. There wasn't a shower nearby. Bruiser Brody would have got fucking murdered. I'm sure. So yeah, we're gonna find him. Yeah. Oh my God, the locker room is split as hell. National League is just. Oh, he was caught smoking. I guess we don't allow smoking. Just a slap on the wrist. Rick Steiner and Chad Patton, which, being obnoxious, the Steiners provoked Chad Patton into a huge argument. Oh my God. It's just a stern warning. Hey, let's not do that. Ghetto and the Undertaker's Ghetto was brought before Wrestler's Court, accused of not joining the Wrestle Locker Room out for a night out, as the judge Undertaker found them guilty and sends them to buy their drinks for everyone after the show. As Dean Malenko and Kane. Oh, he's passing dips on it. Oh, wow, I did not know that Dean Malenko would have Kane as his prodigy. That's weird. I wouldn't say weird, I would not have saw that coming. How fun. Alright. As I see a Tenkoji Strong Big Japan matchup, which, speaking of that, I didn't even get to look and see this. Alright, so let's go to Daisuke Sakamoto. Is this pop just 17 across the... Oh, about to say, what the fuck? So that's a 50. Yuji Kobayashi should be around the same wavelength here. Yeah. What the fuck? Were they just basing off his American? That was so weird. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, so, for this last show, RVD Sabu, that's a good match. Oh, okay, Mega Power's a two-man power trip. Alright, this is what we all came to see, right? As, we're going to give him a little bit of time, 24 minutes. So both teams desperately need a win. After they lost in Japan, Hogan and Savage, the Mega Powers losing to the Hanson and Brody team as two-man power trip, though, they lost thanks to the upset from the APA. But we're going to give Steve Austin the win. As Austin's going to hit Stunner on Savage for the 1, 2, 3. They just did change it up a little bit. There we go. That's definitely going to be the main. Outsiders in Kobashi and Masawa. We're just going to hit this now, and people are going to be really upset with me. But, it is what it is. Sadly, Scott Hall is gonna, just to kind of, we're gonna have Kevin Nash beat Masawa. Oh no. Oh no. I'm drunk with power. As, I just want to see, have they won all their matches? I don't think they have. Oh, they have. But, the Malenko Benoit match. Outsiders definitely have lost at least one, I want to say. While they've lost a couple. I think they deserve this win now. A little bit. Just because it's in America. Not, out of morality reasons or anything. While we're here, before I forget, let's go to Southeast. Yeah, we go. So 13,000 people. Not really sure. Okay, I'm just probably gonna have to search. Let's just go to the Phillips Arena in Georgia. Georgia Dome. Phillips Arena, there it is. 18,000. I think we go a little bit better. It's, about the Cajun Dome. Yeah, 12,000. We're in Lafayette. I really like this RVD Sabu Jericho match. Like, it's just calling to me. As 20 minutes. Sabu's going to take the fall here. Actually, man, they have just went on a fucking tear. They have won every match I think they've had. Yeah. Granted, it's not been against great opponents, but I feel like this is their biggest test yet. Yeah. Jericho and it's going to beat Sabu. Feel real bad, because that's 4-0. That's a hell of a start. They'll definitely be at the top of the standings in our intro video. Hanson and Brody against the Holy Demon Army. Okay. So this is certainly a match. Holy Demon Army, Toshaka Kawada, Kira Taue. They just lost the Rock and Sock Connection. Hanson and Brody. They have won every match they've had. They've beaten the Mega Powers. and APA and Violence Giants. I think they're going to lose to them as Tosha Kawada is going to pin Stan Hansen. Yeah, that's what we're rocking with. We'll keep him strong because I like Stan Hansen. We're politicking, or we're picking favorites. He's not gonna be happy about that. Yeah, I mean he's got every right to be upset. Yeah, that's that. And what's Shield, Bam Bam, Invader could be interesting. Rockers, Brothers, Destruction, Rock and Roll. Yeah, the Road Warriors and the Rock and Sock Connection. I like that. Let's give them some time. 20 minutes. Have an animal. Take out Mankind. There we go. Yeah, Mankind's pissed. Rightfully so. Actually, not rightfully. I mean, it is the Road Warriors in a tag match. What's his pot's probably really high. Yeah, extremely high. Compared to, yeah. I guess. It's like, I guess. Yeah, let's do this Rockers Brothers of Destruction, which, you guessed it. Genetti's taking the fall. Double choke slam, 1, 2, 3. Steiner's Rock and Roll Express. You guessed it. Scott Steiner. Steiner Rose getting the win, 1, 2, 3. Violence Giants and the Funks. You guessed it. Terry Funk over someone, and over Shuji Shikawa or Shuwama. 1, 2, 3. So Suwama. I keep on saying Shuwama today. I don't know what's going on. Because I think I'm trying to, like, after just saying Shuji Shikawa, just the shoosh part stays in my little mouth. As Shield and Bam Bam Invader are gonna right the wrong that fucking Roman and Seth beat the Road Warriors. As, yeah, this match would be pretty good. Malenko Brothers. We'll have Chris, Carl. APA, Muto, and Chono. Have the APA get the win here. Keep that winning ways up. As no, not Muto. Jeez. Chono. Maybe I should have mentioned that. It's fine. Oh, yeah, we'll do this in the Express. We're gonna actually Stan Lane. We never actually seen what he can do because he got injured so quickly. I want to say let's go back to the match history. Yeah. So we don't really know how he does. So we'll give him this match here. Let's give the Dudleys the win. Oh my, I just realized that match went on for far too long. But that's all right. Demolition, Miracle Violence Connection. See you later, Demolition. Yeah. Spear, let's do this. The Brotherhood, Bob and Inoki. As the Nightmare Family, rather, as they're more known, if Cody Dustin gets hurt, they're gonna get their first win. As finally, after all this time, so we're about to have Dustin do it. Dustin's gonna pin Giant Baba. As poor Bob and Inoki. Book them in Japan. They don't win. They just now lost. The team hasn't won yet. It's been rough. Beer Money Inc. and Jado and Ghetto, world class tag team. Let's make this a brawl. Let's give James Storm the win. He kind of desperately needs one. Nice. And then Tenko Jim Strong Big Japan. We'll keep here. We're going to give Daisuke Sakamoto a big win as he's going to beat Tenzan. He's pissed. Yeah. And we'll keep him strong. Alright. So, wow, we actually were really under on time. That's a good sign. We need a technical mass class and probably a steal the show match. Trying to think. I know Daisuke and Yuji Okabayashi probably can't do technical stuff. Daisuke probably could. A little bit. That's probably not the way to go about it. Maybe it is, though. Yeah, fuck it. Let's, I guess we could do the funks, though, too. We got the time for it, might as well. Technical masterclass. Because you know Terry and Dory, at least Dory specifically, is going to do really well in that. And then some type of steal the show match. We'll have it be this. Nice. Alright. And now I'm assuming it's. Oh, yep. Earl and Boris. Alright. Well, there's Boris. Let Inoki put that one together. And then there's Earl. Chad Patton. Alright, keep it going. Yep, there's Earl. Wada. Alright, keep it going. And Boris. Gory. Damn. Now Boris is still giving too much. Let's just go all the way up to the top. Yeah. Let's do our put it together. Alright. See, we got, 43. Saw that one coming. No one's over, but Daisuke gets the win over Tenzan, who actually gets a 60. That's impressive. We should have had him beat Satoshi Kojima because he was off his game, but still, at least they're kind of getting better. Strong Big Japan is Daisuke with the frog splash on Tenzan in 1815. 61 here for this next match of Beer Money, taking on Jado and Gale, World Class Tag Team, as James Storm pinning Jado after the driving while investing. I about said investigating. Driving while investing. So 62 for the Brotherhood and Baba and Inoki match, as Dustin Rhodes actually outperformed everyone, so actually was the right thing to do. I guess Dustin doesn't have any finishers. I'll have to change that. Have fun. 75 for Demolition and Miracle Violence Connection. Demolition sucking, but Terry Gordon and Steve Williams, the Miracle Violence Connection, coming together very well. That's Terry Gordon with an 82, 71 for Dr. Death there. It's a 73. So yeah, Bobby Eaton, Stan Lane just is not on the same level as Dennis Contree, which, saw that coming. But Bubba Ray pinning Stan Lane after a 3D in 1808. Bubba and Devon, low 60s. 77 for the APA, taking on Muto and Chono, as Bradshaw pinning Masahiro Chono with the aided power bomb. 70 for Kaiji Muto, 73 for Bradshaw, 69 round 7s and 50 for Masahiro Chono. That stuff is Malenko and Benoit taking on Bad Intentions, as 73 for Benoit, 77 for Malenko. Bernard with a 57, 54 for Carl Anderson. Interesting how badly Anderson and Bernard did with the steal of the show, but at least the right team won. For sure, that got a 73, got the crowd buzzing. As the next matchup, same thing, 73, the Shield taking on Bam Bam and Vader, which they actually did pretty well. Seth with a 70, 62 for Roman, but just not enough to outperform Vader and Bam Bam. A 76 for Vader, 67 for Bam Bam. Pretty little solid match there. 60 for this one, Zuwama and Shuji Jagawa. Should have just known better. Should have known better. But that's alright. It's still a 60. Dory Funk Jr. with the 76. Terry Funk with the 69. Should have picked somebody else to do the technical masterclass. As this is a Steiner. 79 for Scott. 70 for Rick. Ricky Moore with the 66. Robert with the 61. As the Steiners beat the Rock and Roll Express. Steiners as they get Steinerized as Ricky Morton in 12:35. Got the crowd hotter too. A 79 for the Rockers Brothers of Destruction matchup. That goes 11 minutes. As Shawn Michaels outperforming everybody in the match. But Marty Jannetty just not enough as a double choke slam. 1, 2, 3 for the Rockers there. As a 80 for this matchup. And Mankind and The Rock killing it here. The Road Warriors, not so much. I think it's just because the time, again, we need to let them kind of work to their strengths. But, The Rock with a 91 and the Mankind with an 83. Bringing it together is the Doomsday Device for the Road Warriors. Getting the win. It's a 67. Oh, that's not good. That is not it. As a muscle strain for Toshiaki Kawada. As the Holy Demon Army. Getting the win with the powerbomb. Dawa Otashi from Toshiaki Kawada and Kiritawe there. That's tough. I don't know what happened there where it fell apart that quickly, but it was not good. Not good. We got a thigh muscle strain there for Kawada. It's a 71. To kind of get us right back on track, we got Jericho and Rob Van Dam and Sabu, which Sabu with a 59, 67 for Van Dam, 72s for Jericho and Big Show, as Jericho submitting Sabu with the Walls of Jericho in 19 minutes. And a 63 for the Outsiders against Kobashi Masawa. 12:53. Kevin Nash pinning Masawa with a jackknife powerbomb in 12 minutes. Yeah, that's tough. That's just because the match was too short. That's not a huge deal. And then the main event, and that gets an 80. It's the Mega Powers, the two-man power trip. Two-man power trip come out on top as Steve Austin pinning Randy Savage at the center. That gets an 80. 87 for Austin, 76 for Triple H, 69s for Savage and Hogan. God awful. God awful. As I'm assuming the show, it did alright. It got a 78, even with the kind of crappy co-main and some crappy matches in there. I mean, it's kind of crazy how I say crappy, but just compared to that's an actually crappy match of 43. That was not good, but everything else, though, was some solid. We had 180. It was Rock and Mankind. Let's just see if we can get that, and Mankind, and Demon Link up, just to kind of try it. As alright, that is our first episode, my god, of running shows, at least. Episode 2 is now in the books. Well, there were some moments of greatness. There were some moments where I just think, morality-wise, the rosters has come unglued. The Premier League has definitely come out as far as the stronger of the two, I think, just because morality, there's not a whole lot of issues, whereas National League, it is a fuck show and a half over there. We got Click starting with Triple H, Kevin Nash, and Antonio Inoki. We got the Steiners fucking with people. A lot of things going on over there. Oh, Jim Neidhart is wanting to leave. That ain't good. That is not good. I thought we fixed that. Oof. That ain't good. See if we can try to fix it. That's so. Alright. I don't think he's. Let's see if he turned his notice. Yep, he did. Yep, he did. 28 days. We can try to finagle him to come back, maybe. We have our ways. we got our ways. Well, thank you all for watching our second episode here of the All-Time Tag League. It's going. it's going. I think I had a lot more, I thought it was going to be crazy easy as far as ratings go. But it's not that, and that's kind of, we're not really in it for the ratings. I know it's kind of fun to talk about it, but it is fun to kind of see this shit show come to life, really. As, it's been entertaining, I hope. That's the end goal of this. Because obviously, we're not, trying to get, a bigger company. We're not trying to, make, money or anything. We're just this is just simulation at this point. We're just having fun. I hope you all are enjoying it as well. So we'll catch you guys next time for more All-Time Tag League action.